gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
What up, y'all? Today we're going to listen to a song right quick, and then we're going to get into the commentary. Let a few people fall through here because, yeah, we're just going to do that today. Listen to a quick song, and then we are underway. Let's go.
Yeah, propane, little bit, little material, man. Yeah, man, real recognize real. Let's get it. What up, bro? Came through on the remix. Just gotta let these boys know how we feel. So much fake shit. Looking for the real. Let's get it.
Yo, look, prison ain't up in my vision sight. Even though I had some trenches nice, dead broken out a million sight. We was in the field just trying to get it right. Stealing cars, we was living shy. When you win and you don't hear advice. Till I had some partners in the graveyard, and I heard the judge give my nigga life. But that shit the past and it's old. Now we get cash off of shows. Diamonds, they flash and they glow. New paper tag while I'm mashing the road. Hit your city, they asking for pro. Every album a classic for show. Boy, I'm hustling, scratching off goals. New movies, but now I ain't acting no role. And I came from it, I was raised from it, I was made from it, so that's raw. A curb servant to a boss. My brothers keep a man that's law. I done showed niggas too much loyalty, then they double cross me, showing flaw. Now every time these niggas see me, yeah, just for them, I'm making sure I ball. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight. One more time for my people that's real. That's working hard to go and get you a meal. That's showing love for real. That's really all I can say. We each get the same 24 hours in a day. Now you can use your time wisely, let it all go to waste. But not me, I got too many dreams I can chase. I been here to plan, need to find me a place. She trapping is cool till you catch you a case. Now you locked up in a cage to look your mom in your face. Keep it real, homeboy, that is just a disgrace. I owe it to myself to get my family in place. I working on the 5 until this rap shit pays. These boys wanna see me fail. I got my CDL, I get this truck driving money till these CDs sell. Yeah, I'm laughing now, but ain't a damn thing funny. Y'all couldn't take nothing from me. I'm getting this money, and yeah, this shit legal. A bumpy ride up, and I lost a few people. But I'ma keep going till everything equal. To all of my games, surpassing my loss. I'm trying to be boss, but it comes with a cost. I'm on my way up, and sometimes I get lost. The water looks deep, and it's filled up with sharks. The Lord by my side, he gon' give me a cross. Yeah. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight. I said I got your back, but never got none back. I'm saying 10 toes down, this shit real. And I'm just saying how I feel. Acting tough will get you killed. They hate on me, but I don't wonder why. Probably cause I'm on the other side. I'm making moves, but still I'm living right. Like prison ain't up in my vision sight.
Yeah. Yo, man, it's for the survivors. Born to lose, race to win, man. Yeah, propane.
All right, all right. Hey, welcome to the building, everybody. I hope everybody is good. Usually I get right started with the commentary, but just wanted a song to roll in today. So, yeah, good, Noble. I'm glad you're enjoying this beautiful day. Just got my car out the shop. Let's go. Hopefully, hopefully they tuned you up, and hopefully they gave you that good, detailing and whatnot, bro. You got to ride clean. You got to ride clean. Since you leveled up your life, you leveled up your ride, and you're riding clean. All right, y'all. So I'm a one and done type of person. Y'all know that. What's up, Tammy? Y'all know I'm a one and done type person. What do I mean by that? I mean, if something has happened on my platform, or if something has happened to me directly, some information that I found, some information I dug up, something I argue with somebody about, something I'm not cleared or have closure about, and then ZX ZX was like, "Oh, he's gonna put my name in the title someday, and what I'm gonna do is." To hurt him, I'm gonna stay over on my channel and I'm not gonna stop by there. I'm not gonna click his link. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, bruh. Like, we don't want you to click this link anyway. But so why'd you go live on me? Like, I thought you're gonna sit over there and mind your own business. And see, the thing about going live on me, it was so lame. It was weird, and I can't wait to talk about it. But first on the docket, we are going to get this audio pulp stuff out the way because, I'm quite frankly, either he's going to make it or break it. And originally I came out and say, salute the brother or whatever coming through, kind of chilling on platforms or whatever, and standing in the paint when he needs to. So basically, I'm going to show a couple shorts, and I call them receipts, but I usually make my shorts because my show is a series. If there's some stuff going on out there, as I said, I'm not going to break everything down like a YTC or anything like that. But if something out there happens, we're going to bring it here, and all you got to do is follow along with my shorts, and we go live. And these lives are actually going to turn into highlights. So just know, if you bring something to the table and it's worthwhile, it will definitely be a highlight and turn into a short. So let me go over these topics real quick, and then we'll pull up some receipts. We'll look at the receipts and we'll break them down and see what we all think. And then we'll get the hell up out of here. Ready? All right. So the audio pulp situation, there's a lot. The purse is closed. What's up, Mrs. Vegas? What's good? What's good? What's good? Rolling dice over there. Okay, cool. So basically, with the audio pulp situation, we're just going to basically go through, a couple things that have come across my desk, and I think a lot of people heard it as well. There's some information that's being passed on to him. Now, some people say that people are giving it to him directly. Some people are saying that it was just on community walls. Some are saying that, he learned it by just cruising the YouTube streets and going on people's platforms. I don't know. But see, the thing is with all those theories, we can break that down to the fact that there is always a digital paper trail. So, let's find out where that is. Let's nip it in the bud. And as I said, the only reason I give a damn about it is because it was on my platform, and then it resurfaced several times after that. So here's let's go, Mrs. Vegas. Hey, hopefully you're not crapping out, 7s and 11s, right? Let's go. All right, so we're definitely going to do that. Then we will talk about ZX and Vic. Hey, what's up, Proud Black PH Diva? There's a typo in your banner. It says super stickers. Oh, wow, super stickers instead of super stickers. Damn. Hold on. That's embarrassing. So I'm definitely going to fix that. Hold up. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Let's see, super stickers. Okay, there we go. All right, thank you very much, because that would be embarrassing, because as I said, I always use my content for highlights and don't really feel like flooding the algorithm looking like a damn fool. But yeah, anyway, so the ZX Vic situation. So now with Vic, we're not going to get into the crazy stuff because he gives us a Harry Potter novel 1, novel 2, novel 3, volume 6, 7, and 8. So I'm going to break it down like quickly, but he did come out and ask his supporters for money for a car. Now, most of us felt bad for him because his wife got T-boned, and she chose to take her and the daughter to her sister's house to recover, and Vic is over there by himself. Vic came online a few times and cried and did the most. I understand. I actually started my show saying, prayers up to Vic. Hopefully his family is okay, and this and that. And then he basically said, I'm going to do a begathon. So everybody was in there doing their, their little thing or whatnot. He was asking for money. and ZX was just slashing people. Like, Vic threw me a wrench for that day, I guess, but so I was able to see ZX was just boom, boom, boom. I think he must have blocked like 50 people, to be real with you. But we'll talk about that a little bit deeper, because Vic at one time said that he didn't block anybody, and then he turned around at Ness's and said, yeah, that did happen. And then he said, why are you so mad if you're a moderator, because you could have unblocked those people? And I said, basically, I told you that I'm dipping because I told you that people are getting blocked over there and you were asking for donations, and I'm leaving because I don't like to watch your mods have to continuously unblock people. It was like every 10 seconds he's like, oh, my chat is brutal or whatever. So we'll break that down just a little bit further, because there's a lot there. And that's why ZX chose to go live on me and say that my wrench is for sale or whatever, which we'll get into that. Now the Vic already having a car. What's up, Moxie? I appreciate you being here. What'd you say? The purse is closed. So this will be Vic's second car through the sectors. His third. His third. Do you really have an accident? We didn't see the pics. The only reason why I didn't dig into that meow meow is because I didn't want to be insensitive. With a topic like that, I would probably leave it alone. But the whole situation is what he did to the donors. What he did to the donors and what he did. The end of the story. It's crazy, but I will definitely give you the end of the story. But I wouldn't ask him for pics because I feel like that'd be disrespectful, because if his wife actually did get injured and he's trying to get to work, then I get it, So I'm treading lightly on that. What's up, soul sister? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. Oh, Tammy, like the story gets 1,000 times worse. Like right now, I'm just glazing over the issue right now. And then we'll definitely go, back into it for sure. I have receipts. I got all kinds of wonderful stuff. You know how I do. I'm not going to ever sit up here or go to somebody's platform or going around the internet without being prepared. I can't stand it when people jump on platforms and do the most and don't have a receipt and don't have any evidence, nothing to show, nothing to reference, and they just talk. So we're definitely going to look at that. And a lot of the reason why I have this live with all you in here is because I want to see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I clearly wrote in the receipts that I might be dead ass wrong. Now, and I'm willing to say that if that's how y'all choose to feel after the situation. What's up, relationship nursing? Appreciate you being here. First time seeing it. Hopefully I keep you entertained. He showed the other car that was crashed. He did? Oh, man. Meow, meow. I mean, that's crazy because it it kind of is irrelevant based on what he did. Now, the car that he actually showed at the end, that's more my issue in this situation. And when he showed us the car, he'll never let us forget it. Vic is an interesting individual. Yes. If you were at Ness's platform or on Ness's channel last night, I had him flipping, flopping more than a damn goldfish with piranhas in the damn jar. He was flipping and flopping, and I was like, damn, bro, you're taking us around the world or the outer belt of the city. You're not even going downtown. All these stories and I did this video, this and that. I was asking a very simple and direct question. So trust me, I got the panel right now. So we're going to break it down the way that I wanted to last night. You said she went to her sister's house because she knows he won't take care of her. Yeah, I know. And Vic was talking about, oh, yeah, she's got 3 stand-up showers and a beautiful, immaculate house. I don't know what the hell that has to do with the fact that, that I would feel like she wants to be at home, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is she took the daughter. So clearly she feels like Vic is too irresponsible just to watch their kid. All right, let me hush. You're good. Hey, Buddha, appreciate you being here. Good evening. Good evening to you. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Veronica. Hopefully I keep you entertained as well. I'm in here. Let's go. Yes, he showed the one that was crashed the second. Oh man, the second begathon. Yeah, I mean, wait till you see the fact that he totally admitted that he lied. Okay, I'll give you this part of the story. Wait until I explain to you how he admitted that he lied to everybody and took people's money. I'll say that one more time. Wait until I explain that he admitted in front of people that he lied about the car, this new one, but still accepted money. And then the end of the story gets even more crazy, but I'll give you that part of it. Yes, he was flipping. Oh, yeah, he was flipping. I call those people an egg because all they need is a spatula and a frying pan and they'll flip. Let's see. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Putting that up, Moxie. Uh, let's see. He's not competent. Yeah, he's not competent. I mean, the way that he was acting last night, it was crazy. But the thing is we need to break it down. Now, I did change my avatar when I was on the panel. Man, I went in heavy, but I changed my avatar on the panel to scam because I saw Bree put up, scam or bad business, but I'll let y'all decide. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Okay. All right. All right. You're showering. Okay. Enjoy your shower. Yeah, Mrs. Vegas. Yeah, trust me. Yes, he lied. Hey, meow, meow. Remember when he said that he lied and then said he didn't lie? Remember, he was like, oh, he admitted it and then he took it back. He did that once about the whole ZX blocking his whole chat. He said he didn't do it and then he said he did. And then when he said he lied about the ultimate thing that happened at the end, he was laughing and calling it trolling when actually he got over on a lot of people. And then ZX spun the narrative and went live on me talking about my wrench is for sale. Like I asked for a damn wrench. Man, I wish I would pay. He said I had to be a donor. Would I have to be a donor or a contributor to bring traffic to Vic's channel? And Vic has over 500 mods and all the wrenches are for sale. ZX said that, one day he can go, one day he can buy my wrench. I'm like, wow. Well, first of all, I didn't buy the wrench. And second of all, you can have it for free. Or no, give me $1. Give me $1. All right. Yes, he did. Absolutely. Meow, meow. I know you were there. Let's see, 75% of the people on, yeah. Yeah, but this one was really, really bad. Yes, people do scam on different things or whatever, but this was so blatant. It's insane to me. Hey, mods and chat, I appreciate you, Ava. It's always good to see you. Welcome to the clubhouse. I think it's more than 75%. Hey, Diva, I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the show. I will do my best to entertain. And it's going to be great because I want to hear what Diva has to say about these receipts. And if you say anything crazy in the chat, Diva, I got a surprise for you. Okay. I got to say, okay. Like, yeah, hookers, like niggas sit over there and damn be quiet. And why is damn why are you and what you call it, you and Rex in Lemon's phone? But we'll just scrape right over that. But Vic stopped the wrench game years ago. So what ZX lying about? Right. When ZX said he could buy my wrench, I was like, I definitely thought that shit was over as well. How you have 500 mods and you can't get 500 to watch? I know. I don't understand that. And for ZX to break down that I either have to be a donor or I have to bring people, if he has 500 mods, I don't see how either one of those apply, because typically when you buy a wrench, you're going to be there to use the wrench, right? And if the other stipulation of bringing people over there and nobody's there, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Exactly. Okay. Why was ZX in Lemon's DMs? Listen, I I can't say he was in his DMs. All I can say is his pictures being in Lemon's phone. It is what it is. I don't really talk about Lemon, but that was a little different. I don't know if somebody sent it to Lemon to troll them or whatnot, but yeah. I haven't even really gotten that together to be able to break it down for myself. We saw it. Absolutely. All right. So what we're going to do here is we are going to look at a couple of receipts. Okay. And I want y'all to break these down. Now, when I put up these receipts, there were mixed feelings. Me personally, I think that, when Audio Pulp does come out here, he talks about everybody being on some kind of police activity. That's his theme. That's why I'm talking about it. If he didn't say that, then I wouldn't really give a damn. Right. So his theme is, oh, police activity. Oh, you're going to tell this. Oh, you're going to dig up this information. You're going to try to get the drop on me. You're going to do this, that, and the next. Right. Even when he was over at Lemon's arguing with Cam, it was all about like police work and looking into things and whatnot. So let me play these two receipts real quick. Let me pull them up, and I want to see what y'all's reaction is to them, and we'll go from there. Hold up. I'm gonna pull them up right now. We'll listen to them a couple times because I really, because I could be tripping, but let's figure it out together. Okay. Let me pull them up real quick. All right. So the first one we're gonna watch is him saying that he's got information on Caribbean Soul. Okay. The reason why Caribbean Soul and Ken Nola came up is because when he was on YTC's panel, that's who was fighting with him, right? So I don't know if somebody felt bad for him. I don't know if somebody wanted to help him. I don't know if like there's a Jay Dunn issue in there, whatever the situation is, but Cam yawning during the dragging had me. Yeah, he did, because Cam is definitely good at dragging. So he probably got bored with him because Audio Pulp is gonna say the same thing pretty much. Hey, I'm documented for putting my hands on niggas that came after me and this and that. Hey, I'm not saying anything bad about him, but if that's how you drag, we get tired of hearing that you're gonna beat somebody up. But anyway, let's look at these receipts real quick. Let me enlarge the screen, and let's go. Oh shit. Let's see here. My bad. All right. Okay. Damn. All right. So receipt number one is going to be the Caribbean Soul. It's really quick. Let's go.
Someone sent me some info on Caribbean Soul too after I got into him with him. Someone sent me some info on Caribbean Soul too after I got into him with him. Someone sent me some info on Caribbean Soul too after I got into him with him. Someone sent me some info on Caribbean Soul too after I got into him with him.
Submissive.
Someone sent me some. Oh, we just found.
All right, so that's the first one, okay? So he says somebody sent him some information. Somebody sent him some information on Caribbean Soul when they got into it. So that's the first one. Now, mind you, all Caribbean Soul did to him, remember, is join YTC's panel just to scratch with him a little bit. Basically, he was saying Caribbean Soul basically said like he was out of order for calling the women B's and H's and turning up and hollering and screaming, that he can get his point across without getting that crazy, right? Okay, so when I heard the thing about Caribbean Soul, I was like, okay, whatever. Okay, boom. That's just some internet nonsense. Somebody sent you some information. It says Diva's in here. One thing that I said that, one thing she said that resonated with me. If you send anybody information, even if you're trying to help a person, then that exposes you as a snitch anyway. And if you accept information from a snitch, you basically are in the same boat. So that was the first one. Okay. So I was like, damn. Now let's listen to the second one. The second one is Ken Nola, right? Because Ken Nola was on YTC's panel, and this is the other person that he was arguing with. Now today he was on his community post, and he put up different things about Ken. He put up a receipt about I guess people were signing a petition for him to stop dragging kids and alleged things with women and whatnot. He put that up on his community post. Most of the people, well, about 90% of the people in here said, please leave Ken Noah alone. Like, that's probably not a good look. you know. And I told him, I said, you came in crazy to the sector, ruffling feathers with everybody. I said, listen, bro, if you want to stand on being that person, so be it. I'm not going to tell you how to act on the internet. Do your thing. But I said, Ken Nola, that's I don't know if that's a good pick to start off with, but here's what he said, okay? And Ken Nola saw this and he can respond to it accordingly. Usually I do not pin my link, but the link is pinned today. Please do not derail me. If you hit the link, please, where I'm at, if you have anything to add, you have anything to debunk, you have an additional question, you want to see a receipt again, more explanation, it is what it is. Ask and you shall receive. All right, let's listen to the one about Ken Nola real quick. All right. Here we go.
Found information about, we just found information about Ken Nola News, some old info about, you know, we found a change.org. Yeah, we found some shit.
Lord have mercy. Is this guy was stop? Because I don't think this is going to end well.
I know
I don't think this is going to end well.
No,
but we're gonna get back to about So I mean, everybody is just going goddamn crazy. I think this Belize trip has everybody going on a trip. They take.
Oh, we just found information about. We just found information about Ken Nola News, some old info about, you know. We found a change.org. Yeah, we found some shit.
Lord have mercy. Is this guy?
Okay, so here's my question. Here's my issue about it, right? Okay, so basically it's the same type situation. Okay, found some information with Caribbean Soul, and now about Ken Nola News. Now, yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say. What's up, Vibrant? I appreciate you being here. Thank you for holding it down. The we part of it is a very alarming situation, right? Okay, so we could say, okay, we already heard the Caribbean thing, so clearly he's either being sent information, digging for information. I have no idea, nor do I give a damn about that part. But the we part is weird. Now, here's why the we part is weird, because the whole narrative of, oh, well, you know, Dimples posted this or somebody posted that and blah, blah, blah. If he went and did his own research and just happened to, you know, come across this and that, which I have no idea how he found Jay Dunn's sex machine and whatnot in the first place. That's not really something I type into YouTube, you know, but he's here. He's here with the aliens and the I don't know, whatever, you know, but he's here, and the we part, I'm not feeling the we part. So if that's part of something that you want to break down, he said it in both clips, so it's kind of like embedded in his head. So the we, and I've heard people out here today talk about who's the we. So I don't know if that needs to be broken down. I don't know if that needs to be found out, but it's one of those things where I let people use their own imagination on the situation. You know, I'm not going to sit here and speculate and give you my opinion on we. I 100% definitely have an opinion on who the we is, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're moving on. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. All right. So we are moving on to, let's see here. Okay, so the ZX Vic situation. Now, as you know, like, I would love to have visual aids for sure, and, you know, just show how, you know, ZX was acting weird or whatever when he went on live with me. I'd also like to show the Vic situation, but I don't typically use people's content because, number one, I don't even care if they agree to it. They can get mad someday. And then number two, I don't need it. And number three, yeah, it's just I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of formal this and that. And fair use, I don't have enough narrative to, I can't narrate a damn receipt like that, nor do I care that much. All right, so okay. So the ZX had a Pat. So let's skip over that real quick and let's go to Vic already had the car. Okay. So I told you that I would tell you that. What's up, Hassan? What's up, Hassan? Appreciate you being here. Thank you. So I told you I would tell you how the story ended. All right. So let's take a step back real quick. So, Vic, we know wife got T-bone. Okay, fine. We know that Vic has a job. He needs to get to Amazon. Okay, fine. We know that the mom and the sister went to, or the mom and the daughter went to the sister's house. Okay, fine. So the begathon was like he literally put on theatrics, and I actually felt bad for him, like a dumbass, when he was crying and leaning back and talking about he's lost and he doesn't know what to do, and he's praying, and his neighbors are coming to check on him and this and that. I'm like, okay, whatever, all right. So fast forward just a little bit, right? So he said, I really, really, really need a car. Now, when he said that he really, really needed a car, he was asking for donations. Great. Well, these donations were, people were throwing in, and he was counting down. He's like, I need $1,000. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Tax, title, fees, whatever. I don't know what the hell that was going to buy, but that's, he said he needed $1,000, to go to get the car. Okay. So begging. He was counting it down. He's like, I'm at $980. Now I need $968. Now I need $954. However the hell he was breaking it down, basically he was having people basically, give money. And you're right, it was a begathon for 6 hours, and meow, even worse, it was for 2 days. So yeah, it is a damn shame. What's up, Beverly? He seemed to be stuck at the age of 19. Well, I mean, Vic. That's Vic. What's up, Beverly? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for being a member. So, okay, cool. Begging. Okay. So we already talked about, like, as he was begging, ZX was in there. I mean, I've never seen so many people blocked and unblocked in my entire life. It was the whole chat. It was like 3 down. Then I saw mods, unhide, hidden, unhide, hidden, unhidden. I was like, what the hell is going on with Buddy? So anyway, that was kind of strange. And we'll go back and talk about that. But guess what? When we pressed him at Ness's, here's exactly what happens at the end of the story. This damn fool, what's up, Joy Queen? But this damn fool, man, I was like, okay, I was talking to him about the blocking situation. And you know what he said? He said, ZX and I have a pact. He said, we got a pact about I don't get rid of his wrench. And I'm like, okay. I said, all your mods were saying they're tired of unblocking everybody while you're doing a begathon, right? He's like, well, I got a pact. I made a deal with ZX, and I can't take his wrench, or whatever the situation may be. Okay, so we'll go back to that. But the end of the story that we pressed him on Ness's, because we know Vic had to tell us like 9 different stories that had nothing to do with a yes or no answer, is he went outside and he showed us a new car. Y'all are probably like, okay, cool. The begathon actually, got him the car. Congratulations. Enough people paid, whatever. And we're like, wait, Vic, why was the car outside? Like, weren't you asking for money, like, to get the car? And Vic said, I already had the car before I asked for the money. Let me say that again. I already had the car before I asked for the money. Okay? Did that sink in the first time or the second time? And you know what? People are like, wait a minute. So the people that actually donated, what did they donate to? And he said, I'm the king of trolls and I always win. And everybody knows I'm a liar. And they donated to a liar. That is this man's goddamn philosophy or breakdown to make us all feel so much better. And see, Joy Queen, when people call things trolling, there is trolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this isn't trolling, but I always say, hey, on my members' side, if you can decode this thumbnail, I'll give away a cash app. You know, there's levels to the game, okay, in this. And that's not trolling. I'm so tired of people lying, saying it's trolling. So yeah. So Tammy Marie, what do you think about that? That is crazy, right? And we're like, okay, Vic, well, what'd you do with that money? He's like, well, you know, I took it. I'm like, damn. So these people that are actually watching you cry and wanting to help your family, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm a troll. But the thing is here's the situation, right? He was like, is anybody in this chat in Ness's? He's like, look down at Ness's chat. No one asked for their money back. If they were so mad and they wanted a refund, no one asked for their money back. And we're like, Vic, like, this is Ness's panel. That doesn't have anything to do with the people that were in your chat. First of all, getting blocked by ZX and then unhidden, and then second of all, there's people in on YouTube or wherever that gave you money that you know, this is going to be, this is, why did you do that to yourself? Basically, you sabotage yourself for life. So basically, I want to ask the people so far, and then I'll go back to the whole, you know, how ZX and Vic have a pact. And ZX was so mad at me. He was like, he went over to the Nessus and called me a tattletale kid. You're a tattletale like a bitch, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not a tattletale. I don't like you. And if you did some dumb shit, I'm gonna tell people. If I don't like you, I'm gonna present the worst of the worst about you. Okay. So it's not about that. And you said you're not going to come over here. You're just going to sit over there. Why are you putting my name in the title? You talked about me for an hour and a half, you know, with that bulletproof vest that doesn't stop a damn thing, and that 380. I don't know who you're trying to impress over there. You know, that anyway, I think I got you over there acting weird. I basically got the ball rolling on you acting like a damn fool. But it was the weed fund. Yeah, probably, you know, because in Detroit it's legal. So when you got to go to the dispensary, that shit is high. It's like $13 to $15 a gram. The donators should be pissed. Yes, they absolutely should be pissed. Joy Queen says, I wish I would have been there in there so I could have timed out ZX because I'm over his mod stick. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, I wish you were too. I wish you were too, because people were tired of that shit. He's not liked. I know. So all drama crime was just to get the money. Yes, it was. Absolutely. And Vic doesn't feel bad about it at all. He was bouncing around. He was, oh no, you know, maybe he was talking about everything else other than the questions I was asking him on Ness's panel. Oh, back in the day, I did this for people, and this is my third car on YouTube. He was waving his keys and making them jingle and moving around, and he coming out and showing the car and saying, I won. So basically, not only did he obviously admit to lying, but he was basically throwing it right back in our face over and over again. It was terrible. Might as well be a 22. I know, Ava, you know, and when he was mad at me, Ava, he's like, I got a machine gun, I got a Colt, I got, you know, 2 bulletproof vests and this and that. Bruh, his bulletproof vest is so tight that you can't fit the plates in there. It's not the casing, dummy, that stops the firearm. It's the plates that you put in it. So you can put that shit on and play dress up all you want, but that it's weak, it's stupid. And I got you over there acting so damn crazy, you know, getting on the camera, sitting in that damn closet on that old ass wicker chair, which I told you were gonna do. So just calm down. Oh, if you just do anyway. It's hard to talk about him because he's so irrelevant. Like, what, I can't even make something up to talk to him about because his history is shit. Just bragging. Yeah, he was. He was bragging, but he was bragging, with the people that got blocked and the people that donated the money. So I didn't really understand that. So before I move on to the whole, Ken Nola a little bit more, and then how ZX and Vic are working together in this situation. What do you all think about? He had on his pajama top when he first camped up. Vic needs Nick. Vic needs to clean the house and then present himself out here and ask for something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, meow. Remember when a jokey had him sitting in this stupid jacket, all upset the first time he got doxxed? That's funny. ZX donated Vic. Oh yeah. Vic did donate $2. That's just crazy to me. Hey, Ryan, let's go. I really do appreciate it. We will definitely try to get it to goal. I really do appreciate that. That's what keeps me going, People that do that, I know that you're really, really enjoying the show. Thank you very much for your hard-earned money. I will utilize it and reinvest it right back into the channel and get more entertaining. Maybe get a host or something that actually knows how to talk to y'all and keep a crowd. I try my best, but I'm not really, really, really good at this stuff. I put out the information. If somebody hits the link, that's great, but I'm not like a big panel channel. So, hey, and I'm not the most entertaining, but I say that. I'm just trying to get through the information. But thank you so much. I do appreciate that. That means that, yeah, you're a supporter. All right. Let's see. Thank you. Okay, so right before we go back to the wrench thing or whatnot, what do you all think about the audio pulp situation? Now, what I'm asking specifically is kind of a two-part question. First of all, what do you feel about, well, there's a three-part question. What do you feel about him coming in? Hold on. Hold on, Simon. Simon. Simon.
Yeah,
Simon, get
what's up?
like
Yeah,
3 seconds.
what's up? MV, nigga.
All right, Simon, what's up, man?
Yeah, no, I'm chilling. I've been
You got
working.
something to add so far to what I was saying?
Nah, maybe to recline my memory.
No.
All right,
I,
well, that's cool. Like, I was just chopping up some Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
I am.
here's what we're gonna do because it's actually worth it. Okay. And I'm gonna stick to the topic. I'll be right back. But I know you guys want to hear that, or I know this is worth y'all hearing it. And Simon's here. Hey, Simon, can you tell us a little bit? Did you back out of Belize? Because Trish said she spent a bunch of money to fulfill your need that you wanted to sign the operating agreement. Like, did you back out or I've heard 9 stories. What actually happened?
Well, Trish was just being Trish. And she reminds me of my wife in most of the circumstances. That's why we get on right. And but the thing I had a problem with was the fact that she actually spot the live and want to speak about it and like literally put out the figures and what we was talking about. Like,
Yeah, it's bad.
that was the thing. It's like, why do you want to do that? Okay, and still, I have no shade with Trish. Like, I like
Right.
Trish. You know what I'm saying? I always back
Yep.
Trish, but the way she did that, I just reminded me of my ex-wife. Like, she just ran. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
divorce. Like, just took my child. That's what that reminded me of. I was like, yo, this is our baby. We've been
I didn't
speaking
like
about
how
this for.
I didn't like how y'all's internet interactions and transactions and all that was like put out in the
It's
open.
bad. It's
I
bad.
didn't think that
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
You
We've
know?
been talking about this for 4 years. Like, people don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Well, Simon, can you come back up in a few minutes? I'm gonna finish out the Vic, what I have to say, and then Ken Nola. But you're more than welcome to join the platform. I'm gonna go ahead and finish out
Okay.
here.
Okay. I
I'll
appreciate
be
it.
through in about 10, 15 minutes. Let me finish the
All right.
commentary and
Yeah, cool.
you're
I
more than
appreciate it.
welcome to come back up. All right.
I appreciate you, so thank
All
you.
right, man. No problem.
Okay.
All right, so moving on. Mike says I never liked playing Simon Says because Simon says nothing but zesty shit. Yeah, I mean Simon is definitely on that side, I guess. Hey, peace, Choctaw. Good seeing you as always. Okay, so let's go right ahead, and I want to talk to y'all about let's before you forget the receipts. What did y'all think about the audio pulp situation? So I could touch on that. We could close out on that, and then I'll talk about the ZX thing, like I keep saying over and over again. And up here on the StreamYard, I need to write down that note. I will talk about Ken Nola, and Ken Nola has responded a little bit, but we already know when Ken Nola sparks up that live, it's gonna be off the chain. Soul Sister said the problem with the co-host is if some people don't like the person, it can turn them off. Sometimes you work better on your own. Yep. I mean, that's usually why I sit up here on my own so I can do my thing. And that's how you do that. Yep. You know, and I did promise you all, what's up, Brenda? I appreciate you being here. And the reason why I'm starting to do that is because I promised y'all that, you know, I'll always try to put on a show and put something together. I actually do sit down. I don't panel jump. I don't start a bunch of ruckus. I don't pick a fight to bring back here, but I do definitely, you know, look up some things, take some notes, and give you all a show with some substance, so that you'll take something with you. Absolutely, I don't mind when people get up here and get a little crazy, but I want to definitely have a show for y'all every single time. One Sooner or later, you're gonna realize that my show is a series. I know I say that all the time. Here's how my show goes: these lives turn into shorts. Watch the shorts, they're going to be related to everything that happens. Like, for example, the two shorts I showed you about audio pulp, and then what we're talking about right now. The long videos will be up, but the shorts are going to be the highlights so that you know, you can see how interested you are and you can hear more of the commentary if you so wish to. But what I also want to tell you all is make sure, please help me out because I want to flood the algorithm for everybody's benefit. Please make sure that you're starting to like my shorts. Now I know how shorts are, you know, real easy to go through and not hit the like, but please hit the like button on the shorts because it helps out a ton. I really, really would appreciate it. Thank you. Diving, what you got? Hello, Envy. I think audio is just another bomb walking around trying to get a come up. Well, the thing is I saw he went live today, and I don't know if people didn't want to hear what he had to say, or it was I'm not quite sure what happened there. But the live was kind of like, I don't know. It was kind of like, oh, you know, Ken Nolan News is this and that, or, you know, it just seemed like it was drumming up things that people don't necessarily care about. But at the same time, he doesn't know the characters. My recommendation to him, and I was gonna, like, you know, encourage the brother. My recommendation to him was don't ever go anywhere without peeping the scene. Like, sit around and see how people move first. That's like going over and pissing Diva off, not thinking that she's gonna freaking call your family. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just peep the scene before you come out here and get crazy. But see, at the same time, if he can't take commentary like mine, which is very, very light, when I put up the receipts, he made sure that he put a comment under there saying it's not that deep. Well, I get it. I mean, nothing's really all that deep. Yeah, they were just snapped or scrapping. Oh. So basically, like, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea what I was saying, so I need to stop smoking. Let's see. I'm gonna take a week off of smoking because I'm crazy. Envy, I didn't care about audio. I just want you to hit the goals. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know you definitely don't care about audio. I know that you're at a different, I would say you're at a different point of commentary. I'm starting to figure out who my subscribers are and who my supporters are. Subscribers are great. They engage. Without subscribers, I'd be talking to myself. But then I start to figure out like what what the interest level is, who the people are, why they're interested and whatnot. And I know that you like the commentary. You know, a lot of other people in here that I look for in the chat specifically. I try to adjust my commentary, but you know, at the same time, hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Envy, I don't care. What I want you to do is hit go. Oh yeah, I read that before. Sorry about that. But Ryan, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's why we're here. It's not always monetary gain, it's for entertainment, but this is work. It is work. It's definitely not free. So hey, instead of giving Xfinity, instead of giving Xfinity y'all's money, I'll graciously accept it. But Ryan, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Let's see, what else do we got? We got Mike. What did Grandpa Glitter Guns do now? Do I need to run up and in his bingo hall, flip the tables, and take all the card? After I tell you more about the situation, Mike, honestly, you'll probably say, yeah, that's something that you need to do. Hey, Lovejoy, I appreciate it. Yeah, you're definitely always supportive, and it humbles me, just like you and Ryan and other people. I know beautiful Kimmy's up there somewhere, enjoying her refreshments, popcorn, snacks, and things that we have up there in the cloud. So, very much a supporter. And the good thing is, two things, just a little bit of game. When you do your shorts and whatnot, I don't care how many live numbers I get. What I really, really care about is, the shorts and everything that come together. And I have no idea what the hell I was going to say after that, but it might come back to me. Let's keep going. Sour Patch says, thank you for the support. And Sour Patch, thank you for engaging with the people that support me, because I definitely don't like to miss anything or anybody. Yeah, thank you for having my back on that, Sour Patch. Is very, very much appreciated. Let's see here. Sour Patch, you've been bringing that fire. Sour Patch is always out there scratching. You know what I mean? Sour Patch is not just a subscriber that sits back. She's gonna get down to it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's hit, especially because Mike's here as well. I want Diva. I got a present for Diva. I know I shouldn't say that because it should be like just a surprise, but like next time she drops in the chat, like, oh, I'm just trying to throw Envy off. But you know what? I'm gonna go watch TV. I'm gonna go watch a movie. But then she's somewhere else, goddamn, 10 minutes later, and she's like, oh, Envy is so obsessed with me. No, Envy is, I wouldn't say a fan, but Diva feels like a sibling. I'm not obsessed with her crazy ass, but when she starts talking shit, I got a present for you. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, cool. So far, I really, really want y'all. So there's different narratives out there about the AudioPulp thing. And as I said, I don't want to talk about that brother again. I just, once my people, my people have already heard it, some of them, and some of them haven't. But as I said, I think that I would be a fraud, just a straight up fraud, if I was out there, and I saw some stuff that didn't add up, if I didn't bring it to the platform, because I owe you all from my platform, how I feel. Because if you duck and dodge some stuff, then guess what? It's always going to be put on you like, hey, this happened on your panel. You didn't have anything to say about it. I feel like I have an obligation to definitely make sure that everything stays solid over here. So does that mean anything to y'all or not? And my question about that, specifically related to YouTube, is this. Okay, cool. People get information sent to them. Great. People utilize that information sometimes to go to war. Fine. Okay, do I think that's wrong? Not really. I mean, I get information sent to me all the time. I don't use it unless there's like an emergency. If I get accused on some kind of weird charge or something like stalking or something along those lines, I will most definitely pull out a receipt and save myself. I'm just not the type that that just frivolously does that. But here's what I'm very, very interested in. I want to see if y'all agree with me. It's been said that AudioPulp came in so fast. And the thing is I want to know how people were so quick to turn towards him to start throwing receipts, tagging him in posts, and this and that. I just think that that's very, very odd. I really do. And then the people that he picked to go after, Jay Dunn, okay? Jay Dunn. And when I give commentary, I have a lot of little signals, cryptic things and whatnot. So you got to really pay attention. You got to really, really pay attention when I do commentary, because the thing is I have a lot, and a lot is to be decoded, and and yeah. So anyway, all right. So all right, let me read a comment that is going to help me answer that question so I can get some closure. Number one, do you think that it's wrong? Number two, why do you think so many people are willing to reach out to him? Number three, why do you think he picked Jay Dunn and Ken Nola News? Those are the three things I would really like to get some feedback on. Soul Sister says sometimes people will start to watch old people, then they start to talk about that. Damn, Soul Sister, are you typing fast? Sometimes people will start to watch old people, then they start to talk about probably what they saw. That's not a crime, it happens. Okay, cool. You said envy, F the critics. You're here, we here. Oh, yeah. You're here, we are here. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. A lot of people that come over here, um, I watch people come and go. And a lot of my people that stay like the commentary. A lot of people that come in and go, they like hollering and screaming in a panel and chaos or whatever. Now, y'all have seen my shorts. That should make people really decide whether they want to be here. I talk a whole lot about women's relationships with men, and how the manosphere is all jacked up and things like that. I really like to talk about that, but I'm also out in the YouTube streets, and clearly if I see some stuff, I'm going to bring it to y'all's attention. Now, along the way, Ryan, what I really, really, really encourage people to do, I want interaction. Okay, so after a live, below the description, please, it's starting to get better, but below the description, please leave comments. Leave comments about the live. Did I go too long talking about this? Did I go too long talking about that? Would you rather me wean in a topic? Would you like more visuals? Would you like me to go longer, shorter? Whatever it is, I take everybody's criticism and everybody's just thoughts, and I try to wean it into the show because I'm here for y'all. Okay. He said he wanted the numbers. Okay. Who did? AudioPulp? Because we'll talk about that. Old videos of people. Hey, sometimes people binge watch. You can pick up a lot that way. Oh, absolutely. And MGO, the reason why I do that, that's why I do the shorts, so you can decide whether you want to binge watch my stuff. When you look at the shorts, you'll be like, okay, cool. Now, on my short specifically, you can click on that short and it goes to the long video. I'm really, really, really trying to organize things around here because, as I said, I'm not going to be a channel with thousands of people in here. First of all, too many people are in other people's ears. I'm not going to set up group chats and all emails and all that stuff to be talking about behind the scenes and, calling this person, pulling them over here and that to build a show and redirects. And I go live. And if people want to hear what I have to say, they're here. If they don't, they're not. So I kind of want to go that way because in the past, a lot of my mods and stuff would go out there and kind of grab the people and say, this is going on, that's going on, whoop-de whoop, whatever. We get on the panel and holler for 5-6 hours, and that was the show. So as I said, I'm trying to bring a little bit more content these days. Walking and chewing gum and typing. I see. I don't know what happened with Ken Nola. I'll tell you in just a second, Chuck. I'll jump right into that. Let's see here. I'm not trying to be mean, but if I was interested in growing a channel, I'm not. Jay Dunn, I'd obviously target IMO. Maybe that's TMO. Like low hanging fruit. Audio's actions in that regard make perfect sense to me. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he's targeting some people that'll definitely go heavy. I mean, Jay Dunn, yes, she's decent to target, but at the same time, she's gonna dig her teeth into something. You know, she's going to definitely go and file papers with the courthouse. She's going to get lawyers. She's going to write letters to the judge. She's going to dox you. She's going to do each and everything. And Ken Nola, like, if you can argue with him, I guess you can argue with anybody, because Ken Nola is going to get dark and crazy. And AudioPulp has already said that he wanted to fly out, see Ken Nola go live and fight. And I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, we're already there. Like, the dude has been around here for a week, and now he wants to fight and die and do some more stuff. Docs, fight, and say that he's got information on people, dig and reach out to people. And the whole thing is one takeaway that y'all can get from this particular live is we need to know the we. I know the we. I think I know the we, but y'all can absorb that and try to figure out who the we is. We will talk about that in members only live, of course, because we got a little bit more privacy. But as I say, my members only situations, lives, my members only community walls, and things along those lines. We're not necessarily keeping things from you. It's just we can decode it a little bit deeper before we go public. That's all. So you'll always get that content. Don't feel like you're missing out on anything. But I like to make banners and stuff like that. But it's always good. It's always good around here to go green. But as I said, I would like you to watch me for a while, not jump into a membership, and because I get pretty crazy. Don't judge me from these lives. Judge me on the movements. I am. I'm trying not to be as much of a troll anymore, but I will always do that. If somebody needs to get up out of here and somebody needs to feel uncomfortable on YouTube, I'm more than happy to help them do that. My supporters are protected at all costs, and everybody knows that. Okay. Now, if that means something to people, you don't feel like you need to be protected out there, I get it. But trust me, if something happens to my supporters, I'll be the first person to get that person up out of here, and not just up out of here off the internet. And I'm not talking about striking people or whatever. They just won't want to be around, because I'll troll them to death and they'll go nuts. Oh yeah. I read that. My bad. Yes, audio. He said the beef sector will get him where he wants to be. Not sure what that means. Well, I mean, he got to his 1,000. I guess he's trying to get monetized, but at the same time, his content was about roasting Hassan Campbell and sticking up for the black community. So I don't necessarily know how the beef sector is going to help him with that, and that this isn't even that demographic. I'm not beef sector, but what I'm saying is beef sector is not even his demographic. How is he going to talk to professional women that have things going for themselves, that are studious, educated, and actually live off of YouTube? Not all of them, but a lot of them. I don't think that a 27-year-old that's screaming at the camera, that turns on the camera, and he's got everything in that damn room, a TV, a basketball court, a bed, he's got that in the room. And hey, AudioPulp, I'm light roasting, man. Just relax. It's cool. I don't know how to roast. I'm just talking shit. All right. But yeah, I don't know how it's gonna it's not his target market. So shout out to him for getting monetized. But here's the thing. If you get monetized by the subscribers and then you talk about something that they don't want to talk about, monetization doesn't matter. Okay. So people here love to share a lot of past information. Just in the short time I've been watching people in the cross sectors, I've already heard lots of people past business without even trying. Oh yeah, for sure. And I think what he found, the Ken Nola situation, where the petition about dragging kids and women and all that other stuff, I literally think that information was sent over to him, but it's 5 years old allegedly. I heard it's a 5-year-old situation, which is crazy to me. But hey, if he thinks that that's worthwhile to come out here and present, hey, do your thing. Why you would want to pick a fight with Ken Nola, I don't know. But me personally, one of the things I think in quote unquote we have this information, we found this out. You can tell who's in his ear or the people that are in his ear based on his actions. Just watch him close, listen to the things that come out of his mouth. He sounds like certain people around here, and he moves like some people around here. But unfortunately, what he doesn't know is the people that I personally think are in his ear want him to crash out. And when he crashes out, they're going to be like, audio who? Huh? Radio? Pulp? What? Oh, that guy with the dreads? No. You got to move a little bit different. And I see the begging man. Okay, I didn't even know a sex machine was a thing. Me neither. Choctaw. When he posted the J Dunn sex machine, all he asked, like in the chat, that's how he decided to drop down. He asked what the horsepower was. Now, me, I wouldn't ask a juvenile question like that, but I'm taking a drink of water 1 second. I wouldn't ask a juvenile question like that. But what I would say is I would have some questions. Now, do I want to know about a sex machine with a stud J Dunn? I really don't even want to visualize it, to be real with you. But if you need to go to a sex machine, but you claim you don't like pain, something's a little, I don't know. Where I can't even get my mind wrapped around being able to talk about that. But I didn't think that there was a thing either. In Choctaw, unfortunately, I did have like some visuals on how what does it do? Anyway, okay, I have no idea. Like, do you get on there or whatever? And I believe she bought a protection plan. And it was funny when Ness was saying, could you imagine her calling customer service and saying, oh, it's starting to squeak. Oh, it's, not working quite right. Oh, this and that. It was just funny how Ness was breaking down a customer service call that she would have on a sex machine because she has a, extended warranty on it. Now, the extended warranty, I think, is funny trolling or whatever, but yeah. I mean, the thing is going to break, obviously. I think she paid like $1,200 or something for it. When all you got to do is just go out and get free paid, but whatever. J Dunn is an easy target, in my opinion. Sorry for the typos. No, you're good with typos. I don't care. I can read. You're good. And yeah, she is an easy target. I think I wouldn't say she's a super easy target, but one of the good things about targeting J Dunn is she'll do all your marketing for you. If you piss J Dunn off, she's going to go to 9, 10, 12, 50 panels talking about it. And if you're trying to get your name out there, let her go complain about you for 3 weeks. So, I can understand that strategy, but also you gotta, J Dunn has people that don't like her and might slide this and slide that. Let me mind my business. Let's see here. Hey, Peach T, appreciate you being here. Good. What is it? Good evening. Good evening to you. I got a crazy schedule because I don't know if it's morning, night, or evening or whatever. My dumb ass. I went to the gym a couple times. Most of the people know I go to a fight gym. I go to a boxing / MMA gym or whatever. And I tried to ride my bicycle. I ain't ridden it in so long. I had to fill up the tires and I got stuck because I got halfway to where I was going. And I was so done because I live like in hills, like mountains. Everything's a hill. It's great to go down, but horrible to go back up. I turned around, came back home. I couldn't even make it to my destination. I straight up came home. I was going to get on the golf cart or whatever, but I need to turn that thing down because it's going like 45 miles an hour right now. And I know it'll be an ass. But I called an Uber. I didn't even want to drive my car. My legs were so jacked up. Official Lovejoy. Oh, welcome to the clubhouse. All right. MGO. I think audio has just been observing and then deciding to jump in. If you don't have anything to hide, who cares if you get doxxed? He doesn't care if he gets doxxed. He's made that clear. I couldn't care less if anyone doxed me. Heck, I've doxed myself. Oh, I dox myself all the time. um, people know my website, people know my name, where I live, because the thing is I don't have anything to hide. I mean, if you mess with my business, you'll be paying me for the rest of your life. If you come to my house, I'll shoot you. It's pretty simple. So there's really nothing to worry about there. Y'all are entertaining. Well, yeah. I mean, as I said, I get out the content, and the other people are entertaining. But there are some people that definitely nah, let me chill out. A basketball court. At least Vic only asks once in a while. Ken con these stupid women out their money. Not to mention he's married. Yeah, I can't watch him. I'm not quite sure, I know that he rocks with Sonny a lot, so I can't necessarily like speak on someone's situation. There's open marriages, there's all different kinds of arrangements that people have. I'm not quite sure what him and his wives are. I'm not going to speak on it, but I don't know. I haven't watched Ken that close. I've watched him enough. I know he gets dark and crazy. That's why I kind of stay away, because I don't want to hear like some of the things he's talking about. But Ken's cool. Ken's cool outside of that. He gets a little too dark, but that's just me on that. But I rock with Ken. The Joy Queen. Well, for what I seen, it was more Ken picking a fight with him. Oh, damn. Well, I think. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I think you're talking about at YTC's. Yeah, I mean, Ken did hit the panel and go right at his neck. So if that's what you're talking about, I would say that that's true. And when I looked at some of the comments talking about, like, he talks bad about women, and Soul Sister's last comment, because she was talking about how he goes at women and scams them and has a wife or whatnot, but his purpose to join YTC's panel was to protect the women. So I was a little thrown off there, but that was his purpose. I don't think it was about AudioPulp. It could have been, it couldn't have been, but I don't think that Ken cares about picking a fight with somebody who's been here for a week. I have to disagree. Buddha, what are you disagreeing about? What did I say? Joy Queen. Okay. Um, and I think I like Vic. He can be funny to me sometimes. Vic is I mean, he could be funny, but his stories are like forever. And he's on a hamster wheel most of the time, but damn, but it is what it is. Most trolls see that 6 is on and popping. I'm sure it is. What'd you say? I think he probably adept to code switching. For example, I'm a researcher and a professor, yet I watch this sector. It's a nice change from real life to kick back and watch ratchet stuff sometimes. Oh, trust me. Yeah, you're definitely not going to be, short of ratchet activity around here. I'll tell you what, I come out here to entertain myself. This man code television situation right here is, something extra to do. It's great for networking and, finding some good people. Me personally, I think that you should utilize your YouTube channel as a career. It is a business. Everybody deserves to get paid. Everybody deserves to find their unit. My motivation on here is to find true supporters that'll rock with me, and give me constructive criticism, so that we can build a show together. I don't always want to have the same thing over and over and over and over again, and nor do I want to, bring over. I don't want to bring stories that have been on 4 or 5 panels all day. Oh, this person talked about this at this panel. This person talked about that at that panel. I don't care. I'm not going to bore you all with that. Now, there are things I'm going to talk about. Obviously, I talked about the ZX thing or whatever, but I'm not going to sit and harp on it. And as I said, I always give you guys a promise. I am a one and done. Once I break down a situation, we're done. And then also, I like when you all help me get rid of things, extinguish things for the duration of the channel. So we've extinguished a woman that allegedly, I shouldn't have brought this up because the trolling went crazy, but allegedly can't walk, so she can't come over here. And we know that we know the door is closed to ZX. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up on the comments. My bad, y'all. My bad. I will definitely get down there. My bad. I see Bird down there. I'm working my way. You said I did watch a video about this X Dials they sell for 40K, but I didn't see that damn sex machine. Wow. $40,000 sex dolls. Well, you know what's coming up, the AI girlfriends. So, it's going to be very, very interesting. What do you tell the people that build the AI girl for you? Oh, I like her to say this. I like her to say that. Like, what is that consultation situation? You know what I'm saying? What up, big Osama, formerly Lily Lady Mama Obama? I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. What do we got? Joy Queen, man, please, when we heard about Big Man's blow up $6, I was on him for weeks. Hey, go check out Auntie's roast off 2 Fridays ago. They challenged Big Man to get up and walk around, and like we were trolling him and laughing, but then he was like on the floor rolling around and doing the most, and we were actually worried that the man wasn't going to be able to get back up because he was grabbing onto his walker. Like, I'm not even trolling or being an ass. Like, he was literally using his walker to lean back, and we were genuinely worried about him. I didn't know gay women like pain. I thought I understood what was going on. Yeah, and Choctaw, some of the with that situation there, I also thought, correct me if I'm wrong, like true studs, women that say they're studs. I don't know the community well, so I'm going to do my best. So don't chop me up for saying this, but I believe there's something about they don't want to be penetrated. Am I right? I that's basically what I've heard around the curb. So if they don't want to be penetrated, I think a sex machine kind of goes against that. But anyway, moving on. Ken has said some of the most disgusting about children. Yes, he has. Bird. As I said, I'll get down to your comments. Sorry, I didn't miss you down there. I'm just trying to get through everything and trying to maintain my composure, sitting on here and trying to be entertaining. But thank you so much. You're always here, and you're always so cool to me out in the YouTube streets. You always take the time to say what's up, and I do appreciate that. I recognize you for that, and thank you. Uh, hey, the Hood Table, what's going on? Hey, Hood Table, are you at? Let us know when you and Big Rigs show us if you're going to have it tonight or not. And if you are, please drop the link because I want to invite everybody to go over here. We have some mature listeners in here, and I know that you guys would definitely enjoy their show. They try to do it on every Sunday, but if Hood Table gets busy with her beautiful cakes, and just Big Riggs has his son and whatnot, so they're definitely active adults. So if you guys are having the show tonight, let me know, and if not, definitely go subscribe over there because she'll be doing it every Sunday as much as she possibly can, and then we have West Coast Wednesdays with Riggs as well. Thank you for being here, Hood Table. I appreciate it. They didn't make one for women. I don't know what the hell they made. Let's see. You said, "Oh man, I know y'all didn't." Let's go. Touch me not. Don't like it. Hey, Buddha, you said earlier you disagreed with something. I wanted to touch on that. I didn't want to ignore your comment. What part of what I was talking about did you not understand? Because I will go over it, and if you disagree on something, I like that. I don't like yes people that agree with everything I say. So I'm definitely more than willing to go back and give you an addendum. I don't know how it works. Me neither. Oh, thank you, Bird. I appreciate it. We'll be on Riggs tonight. He might be a little late though, Envy. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. I know y'all have seen it most of the times. Let me take down this comment real quick. Hold up. So on Wednesday evenings, Big Rigs is doing West Coast Wednesdays, right? Make sure you guys subscribe to Big Rigs. Let's see, a mod can please drop the link. And then every other week, him and the Hood Table switch platforms. Sometimes they do it at the Hood Table, sometimes they do it at Rigs. And the really, really cool thing for y'all is it's definitely a break from the craziness, and they always have very, very solid content that's engaging. It's a break, as I said, from the craziness. But yeah, you say he's going to be a little bit late. I'll share it on my community wall, y'all. And I talk to Riggs all the time. And if he does have to push it back, I'll put it on my community wall what the exact time is. Okay. Would you say? Yeah, I definitely don't know how any of that stuff works with lesbians. I've been so confused hearing about the different bedroom activities in these women. I know. Um, yeah, it's all over the place. And they're very cryptic about it because I guess they have some kind of secret code, like a lesbian sorority or something where they can't tell us what they do. I don't know. Because one of the things that I asked, and no disrespect to the lesbians, like I've always wanted to know this, and like I always get like a half answer or a fifth of an answer or something like that. I always wanted to know if lesbians are completely satisfied with what they got. Like, ah, okay, I'm trying not to be like real graphic, but we're all adults here. How do you know how good the pee is? That's what I want to know. How do you know? Let me say this again. How do you know how good the pee is? Because I know when there's good and when there's average and when there's terrible, because I have the equipment to figure that out. But I just would really like to know an answer to that. And nobody will freaking be honest with me and tell me the answer. I've asked several times, and yeah. So I don't know why I give a damn about that, but it's just an interesting fun fact I'd like to know. You're disagreeing with what you said about audio. Um, I said a lot about audio. Could you be specific? Oh, thank you. Yep, there you go. The Hood Table did drop on the block with Riggs. What I like to do on my show is if you take a moment just to, click on your phone and boom, subscribe. I'll be here still talking. If you have to step out and subscribe and do your thing, come back or whatever, please hit the link, subscribe, hit the notification bell and put it on all. Um, okay, there we go. Okay, cool, for sure. Thank you. This is Riggs' direct link. I'm also going to put it on my community wall. That's not the link to the channel. That's the link to the actual live. So you click on that. It's going to be a lot easier. Hit the like button and set your notifications. Say like, I think you put on there, remind me or something like that. Some of them are just bullies. Hey, D-Ham, what's going on? I heard you've been doing some good stuff out in the streets, man. Thank you for always stopping by. I do appreciate your support. Thank you. See that work for me. I need a man. I need to feel and smell a man, but that's my personal preference. I respect everyone's lifestyle choices. I respect everybody's lifestyle choices as well, but I respect. I was just gonna say I love mine, but obviously I love mine. That was something stupid to say. But you shout out to all the lifestyles out there. I just wanted to know how lesbians know if their woman has some good pee. Would he have to ask like one of their ex-boyfriends or something before they decided that they wanted to be lesbian? I have no idea. Somebody help. That's a good question, Envy. Yes. Yeah, it is. And you know what? The last woman that actually gave me any kind of answer at all whatsoever that was like descriptive is they said it's nice and warm. Like literally said, oh, it's nice and warm. I was like, uh, okay, I know, but where? Where's it? Where's it warm? Like outside or anyway, let's move on because some people don't want to. I'm sure some people don't want to hear me talk about that because I used to do some craziness on my old channel. Where we would talk about that stuff, and we would go through different anyway, we would talk about some stuff. Okay. Okay. It would get deep. No pun intended. It just said it would get deep. No pun intended. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm going to. I've been lazy, like not lazy, but I'm gonna start camming up more often for y'all. I'm sorry, I've been Avatar. I thought that I just need to get some information out today, real quick. Whoopie whoop, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're not gonna ever talk about that again, but I know you guys like me cammed up, and I'll try to do it more often. Like a man. Good, good, good. Um, every lesbian is different. They might like cat and pain. They just might not like men. So if you can get penetration like a toy, if you're into that without a man, they'll probably do so. Yeah, makes sense. I guess that's why you spend thousands of dollars on a sex machine and extended warranty. You know what I'm saying? You said you can like the sensation of pain even if you don't necessarily feel sexually attracted to men. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I don't, I can't relate, obviously, but yeah, I get it. That's kind of like that's like when you have to drink to, is that like when you have to drink to make somebody look a little bit more attractive so that you can get your shit off? I would understand it on that level for sure. What's up, Big Rigs? Appreciate you being in the building. Yes, so I can make another video compilation. Jesus, who knows what the hell that is? That scares the hell out of me. I'm not a lesbian, but I've heard a lot of different folks. Okay, cool. So basically, okay, so just to make sure that we've covered everything, and the thing is like I put the content out there when I put the shorts out there. The replay game is crazy, which is nuts to me, right? The reason why it's nuts to me is because everybody knows I don't get, oh, Envy's going live next, or oh, I'm gonna redirect, oh, I'm gonna share them out. Everybody knows I don't get those things. So wherever people are, they're there, and I'm sure they're talking about the same damn thing that I'm talking about because basically I got the ball rolling on the content, and that's what people are talking about today. I just wanted to bring it to my true supporters so that I cover the information. We're never gonna miss anything, and I always put my spin on it. And then you guys will give me some feedback, and we'll see where we're at. So the only other thing I was gonna talk about was I know I touched on it a little bit. We talked about Ken Nola. We know how Ken Nola gives it up. Absolutely. We talked about Audio Pulp, and nobody really said to me whether they think that it's a good thing or a bad thing that he was digging into information. He's got stuff set. The one thing I was wondering is why did he tell us? If I have information and whatnot on people, I'm gonna move in silence until it's ready to be presented. But hey, shout out to you. I wouldn't tell somebody I have something on them until I'm ready to hit them with it because I'm not going to give them the opportunity to get their shit together to come at me before I even have the chance. Because one thing that people like to do on this internet, especially YouTube, is they like to say, "Oh, well, I knew that was coming. Oh, shit, I was ready," or whatever. No, hell no. I don't want you ready when I'm gonna freaking bury you. But anyway, so we touched on Ken. We touched on Vic in the car. Hopefully you guys, it's kind of crazy. And the one thing that I wanted to say specifically, I don't know if people heard it, but he said on Ness's panel, the first thing he said was, that he needed the car ahead of time, and then he showed the car and said that he lied and got donated to after that. Okay, cool. But then when he was saying, he literally said to me, he was like, ZX didn't block anyone. ZX didn't block anyone. He literally said that like 3 or 4 times on the panel. And then I asked him like more specific questions. And then he goes, you know what? He was like, okay, well, you should have unblocked him. I'm like, unblock who? He's like, well, you know, you're a moderator and you're sitting here complaining that people were blocked, but you could have unblocked them. I said, that's not the point, Vic. The point is that he's in there doing that. And you're telling me that all your mods said to get him up out of there because he's blocking people, and you wouldn't. And then you said you guys had a pact, and then you said he didn't block anybody, but I'm the one that should have unblocked the people. So I said, Vic, which one is it? And he's like, yeah, he was blocking people. I'm like, bro. So basically, in one conversation, you told us that you lied about a car and took money from people, and you told me that ZX didn't block people, and now you say they are, and you're tripping on me because you say that I should have had the chance to unblock them since I'm a mod. And then ZX went live to say, like, this is really weird. ZX was like, he doesn't understand. He's not a moderator. I'm like, okay. I mean, the army of Vic Damone, like, I don't, I, I don't need to be a moderator there. The dude threw me a wrench when I was over there listening to him about his wife. I and ZX was like, oh yeah, I'll just wait. What did he say? 2-3 months. He said, oh yeah, in 2-3 months I'll buy Envy's wrench. It'll probably be $25 to $50. You know, I'm gonna buy his wrench from him. Well, buy it today. Send me $1 and you can have the wrench. Okay. Like, save yourself the hassle to try to figure out how to get the discount on buying my wrench, because I don't give a shit. That's weird. And then you're over there like, oh yeah, Envy, you know, he's a girl because he's talking about what we got going on over there. Dude, it's not a sophisticated thing. All you're doing is lying to people and taking their money and blocking people. That's not like a huge conspiracy that Envy came out here. He called me a tattletale. Nigga, please. Like, if I see some dumb shit, I'm gonna call it out every day, all day. Okay, so what else? The AudioPulp situation. I kind of want to leave the AudioPulp situation completely alone. I don't really give a damn what he does. You know, as I said, I was trying to encourage the brother, whatever, but they're playing like racquetball. You know, I say they're not playing tennis with him because tennis is back and forth, back and forth. A racquetball is where the ball bounces off the ceiling, the floor, the windows, all that. They're using it as a ping pong ball or a racquetball to see, you know, where they can get with them. And I think it's really, really corny. And I don't think we need to talk about it anymore over here. Unless you tell me in the comments, hey, let's talk about AudioPulp for the next 10 shows. As I said, it's one and done. Hey, I call bullshit. You always slide in like, you know, about an hour and a half in. I see, I kind of try to get to know all my people or whatnot, and I appreciate you being here. I don't know if you listened to me on the way home or while you're cooking or whatever, but I'm definitely used to you sliding in at about this time. Hopefully everything's going well in your life. Thank you for your support. Let's see. I paid for a wrench years ago. Vic gave it back to him out of fear. That's what people were saying, that Vic is scared of ZX. So that's why they made an agreement. And there's some kind of like amnesty situation. I don't know. That's the weird thing to me. The weird thing to me is that they made an agreement that his wrench can't be taken. Like, that is deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, your wrench can't be taken, but you block all my chat. And when I told Vic I'm gone, he was like, oh yeah, my chat is brutal. I'm like, it doesn't necessarily mean whether your chat is brutal or not, dumbass. You're saying that somebody's wrench can't be taken for life, but they can block your chat. But you know what? Whatever his strategy is, his strategy is. And I'm not a channel with thousands of people in the chat, but I do have more views typically than people because, you know, hey, if I get 300 views, 400 views from this live, I'm going to flip it into shorts and get 8,000. So, you know, I mean, and then when your shorts views, each one of those views are an individual view. Your views online just means, or your views on the live just means that people were here for at least 8 minutes. But anyway, I'm not going to give a YouTube lesson out here, but hey, we're trying to flood the algorithm. And as I said, I'm going to tell y'all one more time. I'm just going to remind you, please, on my YouTube shorts, I said, please hit the like button on my shorts. I said, let's love on the algorithm. Okay. Because here's the thing. there's a lot of people in here that want to meet new people, right? And I said, I'm not somebody that jumps around a panel, sits up there for a couple hours, makes myself known. I mean, ZX says I do. He says I'm a panel bot. But here's his crazy thing. I should have said this at the beginning. He was over at Lemon saying, "Oh, he's a panel bot. He's going to try to pull your people over to his show," and all these weird around and about trying to get him gassed up when he was drinking and whatnot. Yeah, he sits up here, and you know what I had to remind ZX of. And I'm going to say this very, very clear because this is 100% definitely going to be a short. Let me start over. Let me be clear because I hate to edit. All right. ZX said that I am a panel bot sometimes at Lemons, and I was up there for 2 hours. But I reminded ZX that he waited up on the panel for Lemon to go to sleep one night, sat up there and talked to people for another hour, hour and a half, and asked for cash apps, put his cash app under his name or under his avatar and everything, and begged for cash apps for like the next hour, hour and a half. And people were sending them to him. Hey, shout out to him if he could get people to do it, but don't call me a panel bot because I don't ask for a damn thing when I hit somebody's panel. So let's come on. Let's keep it real. And at the same time, like when ZX is trying to manipulate someone, if ZX is trying to manipulate you, that means he thinks you're a dumbass. Especially like when he manipulates a person and then goes live on them and completely dogs them out. That's not out to any specific person, but that's just his get down. He will come over, he will do his thing, manipulate the hell out of you, and then go and say the exact opposite. He'll call you his homeboy when he's on your panel. He'll call you a bitch when he's on his. It's weird. Why don't you just say it while you're here? If I pay, the subscriber better have over damn. Now he's asking for money for a car. Oh, yeah, Choctaw, you'll probably have to watch this over because this is his third car. Yes, he was just real quick for you. So the very, very short story is, yes, he was begging for a car because his wife got T-boned and he had to drive to work. But he was begging. But he walked outside and showed on Ness's live that the car was already there. And he said he lied and he asked for the money after he already had the car. That's the short part of the story. That's the cliff note. Let's see, but I'm lucky for 2 people who already have 20K. All right. Wait, you said, and I didn't have to pay. Okay. So it was to take a wrench to get back at someone. Okay. ZX needs a mentor and some new tights. He's a whole delusional, hypocritical idiot. Yeah, he is. I mean, he's so, oh my gosh. It's like, dude, it's way too late to start life over again. Like it's over. Like I'm not wishing any kind of, I don't wish for you to perish, but it's over. Like whatever you're doing right now, this is your last stop. Like you can't start your career over. You can't get a new trade. It's over. So just anyway, like I'm not even mad at ZX, so I can't sit here and pop my shit because he's so he's not on my level. He can't do anything I do. He can't do business with me. We can't make any money. We can't like have a good time. We can't hang out. He's nothing like me. He lies, spins narrative. Like there's literally nothing. The only people I get mad at is people that I actually think that I could do something with, that we can coexist. And he's like a ghost to me. So it's hard to talk about him. I don't give a shit. But sure, if I can get him rattled, I mean, the dude is still crying about me saying that he had the fake bulletproof vest and the 380 or whatever. I mean, if you're so upset about what I say when I troll somebody, then don't show us. Don't pull out a 380, bro. Like, just don't pull a knife out. I'd respect you more if you pulled a knife out rather than a 380. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I I was T-boned, sideswiped, and some other ish. Damn. Yeah, I mean, hey, the things I wreck are motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? Soul Sister had me blocked. Welp, not the last stop. Yeah, the last stop. Resto, what it do, man? Hey, I saw you standing in the paint over there at Ness's. Jesus Christ. And Resto, I see that they're trying to do like Las Vegas, like 5.0, 6.0 on you. So that just means that it resurrects the old story, which is just crazy to me. And Resto, it's kind of crazy how you've answered these questions or what about Mel, and the only thing I got on you about at all whatsoever was the white nationalist. I was like, why did you care that a white nationalist was being talked about? But that's the only thing I cared about. Now, for people to worry, I will say this, you haven't heard me say this, Resto, for people to worry about what woman that you're with, or what you do with your sex life and that, this and that, I think that part is weird. And I would never ask you if you're with Mel or anybody else. I don't care. I hope you're with all of them. Okay. Because you were in Vegas. Okay. Like, what do you go to Vegas for? To go, I mean, I guess some people go to the shows and stuff, but you don't go to Vegas to be on your best behavior. Okay. Vic was lying through his plaque cover team. Hey, I thought I was tripping the first time I saw Vic when he was cammed up. I'm like, dude, you have everything in your closet on all over your house. Like, I mean, I've never seen so much random stuff everywhere in someone's house. But you know what? Hey, if they like it, I love it. Anyway, all right, let me keep moving because I'll start talking shit. And I don't hate Vic. I don't have a problem with Vic. Vic is usually an innocent bystander, but that whole lion shit, I was questioning it whether it was trolling. It was like a Duke Farrow situation. You're like the black sector Duke Farrow. Duke Farrow faked a real stroke and then said he had a heat stroke, and then here comes Trish saying, "Oh yeah, the whole secret island vacation might change because this is a very serious health issue with Duke and this and that." I'm like, "Nah, that's your out." But anyway, he's been mad since you met someone he never could envy. Yeah, that, I mean, he literally brings that woman up every time he sees me. Literally. I'm like, don't you understand? And I call bullshit. He modded up the entire Mo3 sector to try to get access to me when I was with that woman. It's crazy to me. And he still brings it up. All you gotta do is get him mad a little bit. He'll be like, "Hey, you had sex with a woman that had sex with a dog and blah, method and this." I'm like, dude, like, everybody says the same thing over and over and over and over about that situation. It's old, and Jesus, modded up the whole Mo3 sector so that they could start calling me and trying to get information, and what is he doing? Oh my God, is he feeding her? You know, because now I got the whole frozen pizza thing, and oh, he made her a frozen pizza, and he drank a whole bottle of Jack Daniels, and da, 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 da. I mean, they were going crazy. Kept from changing his story about the car he got wrecked. Yeah, probably repeat that for me. Okay, I call bullshit. Vic looked so pathetic. If I was him, I'd be on the phone with my insurance and holding my wife's hand through the ordeal. Yeah, that's what we were actually saying. We were like, why are you worried about trolling on YouTube if your wife is recovering from the hospital? And it gets a little crazier because I think that it is a little bit weird that she scooped up the daughter and went to her sister's house. But, I digress. Thanks, Envy. We can talk about it later if you want. It's wild how they worried about my D more than my wife is. Strange. Seems like they are the issue and not me. Resto. It absolutely. Resto, you've never pissed me off. You and I have never had an issue or whatever. But I'm always going to speak the truth. I think that's weird as hell. I think it's super weird. And you don't need my advice, but I'm just going to tell you what I've observed, Resto. Stop over explaining. Like it's so, if you want to piss people off, you say, hey, I'm going to tell you all the story one time. Boom, 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 boom. If you have any other questions, ask your imagination, and then keep it moving. The only reason why they keep doing that, Resto, is you keep responding. You're literally just feeding their ego of trying to get you out of your body. That's it. That would be the only thing I'd have to say. But me personally, I will never ever ask you a question like that, because I'm a man. And for me to listen, the only thing that me and my homeboys talk about is we might, have guy talk and be like, yeah, what was, was it good? Did you have a good time? Whoop de whoop. And then we're done. Past that, I don't give a damn. So them digging into it, Resto, if people dig into that a little bit too much, then they're curious about what I'll let me stop. uh if a man digs into your sex life a little too much, you got to really question what the motive is. I'll just leave it at that. I said about the Belize trip too, Envy, when Duke went to hospital. Yep, that's what I just talked about. I don't know if I missed your comment when I made that comment or when I was talking, but yeah, absolutely. I don't want to sound like someone else, but yeah, I really don't know how to unblock someone because I never had to do it before. Damn. I've never blocked or unblocked anybody, so I have no idea either. I don't even really use a wrench. You got to be like really tripping. You got to like dox somebody or really, really get ridiculously disrespectful for me to even use a wrench. You know what I'm saying? Envy, read my comments slower. My bad. I will do that. Wait, so the Vic thing isn't real? If it isn't, I'm gonna be mad. I went up to Lemons to talk to Vic. Resto, no. I know. I was trying to raise Vic up too, Resto. Bro, he lied. He asked people for the money, but he went out on Ness's, turned on the camera and showed the car. And he said that he already had the car before he did the begathon, Resto. Now, the wife being T-boned and this and that was real, but he already had the car before he asked for the money, Resto. And then he said, I'm the king of trolls. I always win. This is my third car on YouTube. He said, if you guys think I'm a liar, why would you donate to a liar? I lied to you all. Yeah, Resto. He broke it all down. It was ridiculous. Okay, that's cool. No problem. Let's see. Resto, let's see. My IG is my name, the name of my channel, Man Code Television. Reach out to me, Resto. Yeah, we'll have one hell of a conversation because honestly, bro, there's been some stuff that I've wanted to ask you for a long time. Me personally, I stay quiet as long as I possibly can. And it's time to ask you a few questions one-to-one, because one thing that you are really good at is holding water. You don't I haven't really heard a whole lot about what you've talked with other people behind the scenes, so I feel comfortable with doing it. But if you tell people, I don't give a shit anyway. But hit my IG as soon as I get off live, bro, because I definitely need to reach out to you. I've listened and sat back or whatever, and I do have some real questions that I'm sure that you will appreciate. And if you teach me how to unblock, I don't know how to unblock. I literally don't know how to unblock. If somebody's blocked, that's what I told Vic. He's like, well, why didn't you unblock me? I don't know. I don't block or unblock. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care that much. Because if somebody gets blocked, that's their problem. Like, let them deal with the channel holder. I don't work for anybody. Having a wrench doesn't mean you work for me or you work for a content creator. Me, I'm extremely careful who has a wrench. Because if you got a wrench here, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out down the road. Stick by my side, and you'll see what the difference is between being a person that sits in the bushes, which y'all call the clouds, There's those people, then there's subscribers, then there's members, then there's supporters, then there's mods. It's literally a whole different experience, based on where you want to put yourself. But you don't put yourself, you're not obligated to me, but give me what I give you. If there's no level of entertainment, go to the bushes. But based on you getting to know me, which I'm not going to always sit here and talk, we're going to go out around the neighborhood. I'll take you to the store, this and that, or whatever. I'm going to try my best to try to get to know each and every one of you on a personal basis so that we can build a community, a real community, not a bunch of people in the bushes, not 5,000 people in your room with 10 people typing. 26 people are in here, but 15 people are typing. And I have 40, however many likes or whatever. So I'm good. Okay. That was a long time ago. Resto, let me see. I want to see what you said because I know you're talking on the Vic situation. Yeah, you can. I don't do the Discord thing anymore, Resto. But yeah, you can reach out. You just send me a friend request. So that's where you can find me. Yeah. So invoked. Okay. So I call Soul said it must be a mistake. She didn't mean to. Okay. Sent your request on Discord. Looking forward to the convo. Let me check right now. Before I get off of here so I can make sure. Hold up. God damn, dude. I forget to update my devices and it reminds me every day. Let's see here. Yes, you sure did. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I'll accept that. Let's chop it up when I get off live. Let's see here. Thanks. Okay, here we go. I always forget to hit the the like. Hey, you know what? The funny thing is, does anybody ever you know what I've heard? The funniest things, they're like, people are like, I mean, just across the board, not just to me. They're like, I'm gonna hit the like button if I like it. I'll hit it later. I'm not gonna hit it at the beginning. I don't know if I'm gonna like the show. And it's funny when people get mad, they'll say, I'm taking my like back. It's like, oh my God, you're gonna take your like back. Jesus, let me leave the internet. But I appreciate you hitting the like button. I forget about it all the time. And the place where I really forget about it is when people do their verticals, when they go YouTube live, because you got to go all the way to the top and it's crazy. Yep. Maybe she has me blocked because I can't see her. Who's that? Who's got you blocked? So sister, you're too cool to block. But maybe you had a split personality. I don't know. Um, hey, Soul Sister, by the way, did you hear what ZX said he's gonna do with you? Actually, yeah, I think you did communicate with me on the under one of my descriptions or whatever. Friendly line or hit the like. Thank you, Sour Patch. I like it here. There's no tension. This is easy listening station. Yeah, I I try to. And see, it depends. The sectors around here, they say that, it could be a little boring. But the thing is I'm not trying to be like them. This is going to be what it is. This is me. I can't do anything else. I'm horrible on this microphone looking at the computer or, walking around on my phone or something like that. I just can't do it. But in person, like I'm wait till you have meet and greets or I take you guys out to, when I'm out at the cigar bars or whatever. I'm a completely different person when I don't have to stare at the screen because I like to interact with people. I don't mind dancing. You guys have seen me sing ABC songs and whatnot. And for Lovejoy, I'm almost finished with this state song. You got to start with the A's and go all the way through. So I'm almost finished with it. I almost got it perfected. And, that's her challenge to me. Also, she promised me that she'll be on the panel to try to help me out. So I really do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have an anxiety attack. Let's see here. Know what, Envy? Oh, ZX said that, he goes, well, who did he mention? You and Lovejoy. He was like, you know what, Lemon? We'll leave one of them. We'll leave one of them for him. We'll let him keep one of them. But Soul Sister, Soul Sister, I can have her over my channel any given time. So I hope he doesn't think he's doing anything. And then they were talking about how long we talked and this and that. I'm like, why are you guys? Why is he actually watching so close? Oh, now that he's monetized in this super chat and the super sticker and sitting and talking to this lady for that long. And that's when ZX said that he can go ahead and get you back, because here's the thing. Don't you think it is funny as hell how don't you think it was funny as hell how he cammed up with a button-up shirt and just looking like that, moving around, doing this and doing that the day after he said he could re-impress you? Yeah, I don't think that was a coincidence. I think I had him acting a little weird. Resto said, Envy, also, if you say the like button in a video, the video button will actually light up on everyone's screen to draw attention to it. You just have to say it correctly. Oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. All right, I appreciate that tip. Absolutely. Where the hell am I here? My God. Let's see. Give China mod stick. She just brokered peace in your chat respectfully and diplomatically. 10 to 10 channel etiquette. Oh yeah, I mean, that's one of my supporters for sure. I don't know what the broker deal was. I don't know if you guys are joking or whatever, but yeah, Choctaw is always here and always interacts with me out in the YouTube streets. And as I said, like, true supporter, never really gonna miss a live. And it's really easy to know what time I go live and what days I go live. I go live every day at 7 o'clock every day. And one of the reasons why I chose it is I don't go live over anybody. I don't give a damn who you are. You can be in whatever sector. If we have any interaction that's positive at all, I don't go live. And I was tired of going 7:30, 6, 5:30 to accommodate people. I go live at 7 every day. You said I take likes back if you let your panel get stupid. What's to like about a wildfire that's out of control? True. Some people want that sometimes, and I said I will dedicate a day to maybe have that happen. Yesterday that happened. Yesterday everything went left and it was ridiculous. I just basically dropped my mouse and said whatever, let's go. Let's see here. You said people keep telling me he said this and that, but I don't hear it. I mean, that's basically what he said. He was talking about you and Lovejoy, how I can have one of you and he'll take the other. Just in a nutshell. I'll be on the panel with you. Oh, I know, absolutely. And I mean, that's really going to help me. When you send me that message that said I'll be on the panel with you to help, we'll just have fun. Oh yeah, we'll definitely have a good time. I'm looking forward to it, and I do need your help. I call. Oh, okay, cool. He's funny. Yes, Sourpat's correct. You guys are talking to each other. I always acknowledge great mods and chat participants. Absolutely. And as I said, like, we're sitting in here with our 32 people. Sometimes we go at the 50 something and sometimes we go down to 20 something. But when we go on some dumbass nothing commentary, sometimes we can get up to 100 and something. But I like this. I like this number right here because, as I said, you all are participating in the chat. My likes ratio to my views ratio is almost at 90%. So the people that are here really like it, and the people that aren't obviously don't. So hey, shout out to them. Shout out to both of them. I love supporters. Here comes Lovejoy. I think here's the banner that y'all need to decode. Lovejoy.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's happening?
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
When did ZX say choose between me and Sour Patch? When did that take place?
Not Sour Patch, Soul Sister.
Soul Sister, I'm sorry.
when he was on Lemons trying to tell, he went up on a whole campaign. He went up to Lemons to say, you know what Envy is doing? Envy's coming around here and he's a panel bot. He's going to sit up here and he's going to go live around you. He's going to go when you don't go live, he's going to hit the live button. And he gave him this whole narrative about my alleged strategy to get his people over here. And basically, I was like, that's impossible. I go live every day at 7, first of
Right.
all. And secondly, like, I don't really have a chaotic channel. Like, I have a completely different crowd. I can't go live over somebody because if people want to hear what I have to say, they're coming. It has nothing to do about me trying to get people's people. That's like me going in my football uniform trying to get the basketball people to come out and watch. But that's when he said it, when he was talking shit. He was like, oh, well, he did a 13-hour live and he was talking to Lovejoy and he was talking to Soul Sister. And when he said that, he was like, you know what, Lemon? I can get Soul Sister back anytime I want. I don't know what Envy thinks he's doing. And Lovejoy, he's like, he can have, we'll leave them for him, or we'll leave one of them for him. We'll decide that later. He was just
That's
talking big
weird.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
that's a
Yeah.
little weird. That's weird. Okay,
Yep.
that's all I wanted to know. Where did that come from? Because
Out of nowhere. Basically to be disrespectful, like he was just talking crazy. He trying to convince Lemon that I'm doing this and doing that. And if some people agree, that's fine. If they don't, they don't. I always pretty much pulled up there to try to add value. I thought, Soul Sister, what's up?
I'm trying not to laugh so hard. I'm
and
sorry.
I don't even I don't even follow Lemon. So I'm not sure why would he felt the need to bring Soul Sister and myself up to Lemon on Lemon's platform. I guess only because he was talking about you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well, I mean, he got disrespectful. He was like, I don't know, like they're not like they're video vixens or something. He was tripping.
I'm 55. I don't need to be no damn video vixen. I'm retired. What the hell? I
Hey,
could be one if
Choctaw, it's
I
cool to
wanted to
start.
be one. Trust and believe that.
Oh God, that's funny. Video vixen. I've
I'm
never
not
been
to
called
call
that
bullshit.
before.
Lemon's not going to take a quote unquote mentor. We've all tried to give him advice, and Lemon's going to do what Lemon does. And
Yeah,
ZX is
healthy
not going to be
listening.
the
Yeah,
mentor. You're the Black
yeah,
Sector auntie.
that's funny
What
because
up,
I don't watch
Sparkles?
women at all.
Thanks for getting your shit off yesterday, Sparkles. But yeah, ladies. So apparently, I'm going to lose y'all.
Well,
Um,
I'm not going anywhere, and I don't understand why ZX had that attitude against me because I was on his platform. He called me up and he wanted to know the situation with me and Lolo, and I explained it to him. And he said that he appreciated that. He appreciated me for coming up. He stands in my corner, yada yada yada. So I'm really confused about that part. But you know what? It is what it is. It's the internet. People change their minds every day, every night, every time of the hour. So I get it. And I mean, it's nothing to me.
He's upset you gave me a super chat too. Like they
Oh,
literally broke down. They broke down my entire life. They're like, oh
oh,
yeah,
so they said about the super chat that I gave you.
yeah. They're like, oh, it
Oh,
was
well,
he was the ex was like, oh, that was really convenient that the same day she super chatted, she got a rich. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing.
what?
Yeah. Yep, that's what he said. It was real convenient. I saw her super chat. Like they were, I mean, he was watching so close. It was ridiculous. He literally said that. He
Wow.
modded her up because of that super chat. I'm like, really? I get super chats like people that choose to give me super chats. They choose to give me super chats. It has nothing to do with me wanting you to be a mod or not. Nothing. Zero. I respect every single dollar that people are willing to give me because they had to go do something to get it, and they're helping me with my brand. It
Well,
has nothing
actually,
to do with a mod stick. Nothing.
actually, if he was watching, you gave me the mod stick the day before.
I know. I tried to put that in the chat,
It
but
wasn't the same day. I had the mod stick the day before.
I know.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah,
very aware.
I caught that little line that Lemon said about me being 70 years old. Here's a guy that doesn't even know me, never even seen me, never really had a conversation with me, and yet he knows so much about me. But every time he mentions my name, my age gets higher and higher. Next time I'll
Oh
be
yeah.
91-year-old lady.
the
That's
youngest
fine.
the youngest looking 90-year-old. Why do people watch people they don't like? Real question. Hey, I call bullshit. Hey, listen. I couldn't believe how much they knew about this show. They
Right.
they
I
told me
couldn't
how long
believe
I was
how
on the
much
panel with Soul Sister. They talked
he
about how long I was.
complained about how long we were on the show together.
Oh, it was
That
ridiculous.
amazed me. It was
I don't know
it was so
why. I don't know why Envy would want to talk to her that long and this and that. I'm d- I don't typically hear it's not really like a diss if you're saying that I was talking to a woman. It's weird.
and we
And we
didn't
were
even
having a
know
normal conversation about just whatever. We weren't like, oh my
everything.
God.
You know, and
It was
it
a
was just
pretty
fun.
normal conversation. Yeah, right.
They turned their
It-
fun into something dramatic. Oh my God. They
yep.
were on there for 13 hours.
Yep.
Well,
Let me
the
see
That
how
show was
long.
fun for 13 hours.
And
that
then
seems to
it,
get under a lot of people's skin when you hit the panel. Me, I'm not a panel person. I only hit certain people panels. And it's only because the conversation one intrigued me or the conversation was about me. Other than that, I don't bother with people panels. I really don't. And
right.
Um,
Envy can
I
tell you
usually,
I'm not one to get involved with the woo banging and the back and forth and all that kind of stuff. I will drop down in a minute. I just
yeah,
don't do it's
I
not my
don't
cup
do,
of tea.
I don't do panels. I do sometimes Shelley's panel.
Right.
If she's talking about a subject that I'm interested in. I
Exactly.
only do a panel if the subject matter is something I'm interested in
Right.
and I have an opinion about it.
Same
Other than
here.
that, I don't do opinion. I don't do panels. I don't
Yeah.
need
Me
to.
either. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get so much hate. It's so ridiculous. Like, if somebody's supposed to co-host, or somebody's gonna stop by, or somebody's gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Oh, people start calling. As soon as I hit somebody's post or whatever, oh, Envy wants so and so to be over there because he wants to bring this. No, I don't. Really? No, I don't. Like, do you understand like what 10 supporters can do over 30,000 subscribers?
Well,
Yeah. Now when I go,
when you
I've
go
have
already
ahead,
done
Nola.
this.
when you have 30,000 subscribers, how many people are really your supporters?
And that
Not even
depends
at
on
probably about 10%,
that
5%.
Exactly.
all depends on your subject matter. If you're constant with a subject matter, like
Right.
the four people I'm subscribed to, that have over 350K subscribers, it's because
They
they
do
have a subject
uploads.
matter. No, they have a subject matter.
Right.
So whatever they're going to do, they're going to get almost at least, without exaggerating, over 20,000 people in their chat because they got a subject matter. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you talking about,
The beef
let's say,
sector.
well, it's beyond the B sector. I mean, the people that I'm subscribed to, some of their subject matters are cruising. So they have a large subscriber rate because that's what they do 24 hours a day. They talk
Right.
about food.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
right. You got
or they
Lamont
talk
on the
about
run.
yeah, or they talk about family, having babies and buying a bigger house, buying a bigger mansion, raising children, things like that. Subject matters that people are going to be interested in.
Of course, yep.
Not everybody's going to
A
want to be interested
niche.
in watching somebody cussing somebody out. You're only going to get a certain amount of subscribers, and that's going to be your count for the rest of your
Oh,
time.
oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, you're tapped out. Everybody
You're
that
tapped
has the everybody that has those numbers, whatever, are tapped out. You know, because I like to go, I mean, everybody knows, you know, Matt Be Great messes with RJ Young, who messes with Well Off Media. Those are football channels. You know, you go there for football, and then you got you know, the entertainment channels. Yes, if you stick with a niche, oh, you're
out.
good. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, Manco Television is a networking opportunity where people don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm literally trying to weed out a whole lot of people to try to find out some good people that I'd like to be closer to offline. I mean, it's very simple.
Now my channel has it has entertainment, it has a lot of prayers, and it has a lot of information. These are the three things that I stick with, which means that there's going to be somebody that somebody's going to want to see. So I get subscriptions almost every single week. I'm getting more subscription people because there's somebody out there who wants to see what I'm producing, and
Mm-hmm.
that's who I am. I do three things, and I don't go outside. No, four things. I also do sports.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I have different channels that are dedicated to things. You know, and everybody thinks that, oh, look at your numbers. Yeah, ZX. Oh, he's just over there with 25 people. Yeah, but my 25 people are gonna be here. Like, just they're just gonna be here. You know, when you hit that like button as a CC, it's a weird situation. You're like, you just look at your number or whatever, or your subject matter, what you're talking about, whoopty whoop or whatever. But you can't beat the people that have all their behind the scenes tools. You know, I
Well,
mean,
I would
people have people
just
reach out all day. Make sure you come to the show, and then they, you know, they get a hold of, like, if I just put names, I just put this in the time. I didn't call Audio Pulp and tell them to come. I didn't call Ken Nola and tell them to come. I didn't call Vic and tell them to come. But that's what people do all day. They hit these panels or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, Vic, I got my show at 7 o'clock. Make sure you come through. Your name's in the title." Then they go over here. Then they hit, you know, send their Instagram message and send, you know, go into their group chats and their email blasts and their discords and whatnot. Like, I
Yeah,
don't have time for that.
that's
I'm
too much.
going live. I'm going live. And if people want to hear what I have to say, fine. And I do my shorts so that people can get a taste. If you don't want to
Mhm.
watch my whole live, go to my shorts. If you
Right.
like my shorts, you're probably gonna want to give me a chance to go live. It's pretty simple, you know, and
well,
that reaches the algorithm, you know.
I'm going live. I'm going live in 2 weeks. Um, I should have my subscription rate of where I want it to be in 2 weeks, and if not, I'll get it when I go live. I'm only
Yeah, you
29
will.
points from 500, so I'm good, and I got 3,000 watch hours, so I'm good.
Don't tell
But
anybody
yeah,
that.
your name is going to be
As
in the
soon as you tell
title.
somebody you're close, 100 people unsubscribe. I'm
Mhm.
just, they
Yeah, but
do.
they're not from the B sector. They're from everywhere else.
No, I get it. I'm
Majority
just
of
saying,
Yeah.
them are from
period. You could be talking about growing tomatoes and people unsubscribe. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm not a beef sector content creator.
Me either.
hmm
Me.
um you said people think about putting their title means something. It really means that how many people don't like you. True. True. Yeah, that name and titles or whatever. I try not to do it, but I always want to be able to say if I'm involved in a situation that spawned from this panel, I have an obligation to come back and tell you all so that we can decode it. So, you know, Audio Pulp was on here, Vic was on here, ZX was here. So if I find out information, whatever, I'm going to bring it back to you all so we can talk about it here. and we don't have to hear all these narratives and spinning. Oh, this hit the community wall and this and that. I'm going to give you what I feel. Y'all can make your decision right here, and always count on the fact that I'm going to be able to do that. I'm not going to hide anything. I'm not going to do smoke and mirrors. I'm not going to pick fights and bring fake news and run plays and dox people. It's not going to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
your
So
name is
this
going in my title. The
my
first show,
name's in.
your name is,
Oh
yes,
Jesus.
your name is going in my first show. Absolutely. Along with a few others that I want to give thanks and appreciation to.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. Go ahead and put my name in your title. I
I'm gonna
love
put
Joyce.
my title
Love
too.
Joyce.
I don't like envy, and this is why.
Yep. Absolutely.
And
Hey,
I'm gonna drive
pe-
traffic, and I'm
people
gonna get on
definitely.
it, and I'm gonna talk about growing tomatoes.
People people jump in your chat with the clapping emojis, trust me. um yeah, I call it why you go to her channel when she says same thing. Yep. Hey, one of the bonuses, or one of the tips on YouTube, is not the panel hop, because then nobody wants to go see you. You got to
That
be
Exactly.
is
you got to be
true.
missed. You're literally going to repeat on your own show what you did all day, and you're right,
Exactly.
Choctaw. Absolutely.
Not to
Uh,
mention, people get tired of watching you panel hop. I mean, if
Mhm,
you're on two different panels, people literally get tired of watching you. I mean, it's
mhm.
one chick
right.
who seems to be on every single panel in the last 2 weeks that I like watching, which means I can't watch because I'm tired of
Right.
watching her. I didn't watch her before. You
And
know,
I
I don't want
said,
to see
yep.
her every day now.
He said, I call, but it boggles my mind how these apps is all, a lot of people have it life. I know. We need a YouTube mental diagnosis channel, one patient per week. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's amazing that people they literally wake up and do this, like, until they can barely stay up anymore, and then repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. I'm like, wow.
I don't
Yeah.
Like,
understand it. I don't, during the pandemic, um, I didn't watch YouTube a lot, but I watched certain people, and then right after the pandemic, I was like, okay, I'm ready to. I'm just done with YouTube altogether, and I was done. I was didn't even bother with it no more. And then my job offered the early out as a federal government employee. I took it and I said, yes, I'm going to retire. But YouTube is not going to be my life. Trust and
hey,
believe
the
that.
queen before you reacts. It's not gonna be your wife.
No. And then I went back to work as a contractor. So I had other things going on, and
Well, you
YouTube
got.
wasn't one of them.
I get hungry when I looked at your Instagram. I was hungry as hell. All that
And that's
food.
one of my passions. I love to cook and I love to post different, recipes and things like that.
That's
And
crazy. Your food looks like,
interior
wow.
designing is another one of my passions, and I like to post different interior designs. So that's pretty much what my channel is all about. Interior designs, food, lifestyle living,
You're good with
um,
interior design. I looked at it. I
the
was like, what
things
the
that
hell?
the things that we go through in everyday life, the challenges that we go through in everyday life. That's what my channel was about, as well as my YouTube and Instagram channel. They all coincide together. So
That's
you'll get
good.
a little bit of everything from both, but they all cohesive.
Yeah, all my social media is the same. There are things I put on my Facebook that I don't share on YouTube because it's a different audience.
All right,
So
exactly.
I have
Yeah,
different audience
Choctaw,
on different
Choctaw
platforms.
during my commentary and whatnot. If I have a panel killer Choctaw, I get rid of them fast. I mean,
Yeah.
literally why I have. That's literally why I have. Damn, where's my? I hate this. I need to clean this up. I literally. That's why. That's what that is. Like, as soon as you hear that, somebody's gone. Let's see, Chuck. I liked her, but once you block me, you have one less subscriber. Yeah.
I didn't
Jay
block you,
Dunn.
sweetheart. Is she talking
Oh
about
wait,
me?
no. Block me, one less subscriber. I find it weird, or just watch someone but you don't speak. Think how weird that is in real life. It is that weird
Yeah.
in real life.
I never blocked this young lady. I don't know this young lady. And I don't block anybody. I've
Well, I
never
think
blocked
that they're
anyone.
talking about. I think that they're talking about personal block, not
In
like
general. Yeah, I think
you
it's
know.
in general.
Yeah, you can personal block. You don't have to block somebody
Yeah,
from
I
your
didn't do
channel.
that either. I don't do
No,
that. Yeah, I don't ever, even if I'm modding for somebody, I don't block people unless if they're really
no,
disrespectful
no.
to the
Choctaw
channel.
said not you, not you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Choctaw was talking about Jay Dunn.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. Got it.
Yeah. Not you.
Understood.
Yep.
I would only block someone if the channel holder said take that person out of here.
Well, like
Yeah.
one of the gentlemen I blocked for, which is Timothy Blaine, and sometimes he does political content, and we'll get some people in there that is very disrespectful to him and to the
Mm,
rest of the chat. And before he says take her out of there, I already did. Um, Sometimes he'll catch it before I do and say get her out of here. So those are
mhm.
the only. That's the only time I'll block somebody from speaking on that channel if they're going
Right.
to be very disrespectful when
Yeah, I
he's doing
call
his channel.
bullshit. I call bullshit. The reason why Jay Dunn, and I know I typed it, but the reason why Jay Dunn blocks a lot of people is because she wants total control.
Hmm.
She wants to control, the chat, the panel. She wants to control as much as she can. And if she doesn't have to read someone going back and forth with her, she has more control in the chat. That's why she does
Hmm.
that, because Jay Dunn is like one of those real, like, I don't want to be up on the panel with this person. You need to drop this person if I'm gonna be up here. Hey, move me to the top. I don't want to be at the bottom. Like, there's
Yeah,
always something
you
over and
get it.
over. If you
Yeah,
say
I
something
don't.
that, yeah, all you
I
have to
don't
say
want.
is one thing that disagrees with her in the chat. She's like, "Broop."
Yeah, she said
Yep.
one thing to me that made me not ever want to speak to her again. I don't. I don't. I don't do people who have no control over their brain or their mouth. Um, I find that to be very disrespectful and a waste of time. So I don't have anything to say to her or about her because what I think about her would be a lot worse than whatever she think she would say about me.
Envy, I do have one question for you.
I'm here to answer. I
How
think.
long how long do you think AudioPulp will last
Will
within
last
the
where?
within the within the B sector? Because right now that's the only place that he seems to be frequently.
Well, he's putting in the time. He's putting in his work,
Well,
and
yeah.
that's how you get in the B sector is making enemies. Number one, and then become constant. Number two, and everybody's going to fight you because everybody's not going to like you. And then
Right.
before you
Well,
know it, 6 months
here
later,
was this might answer your question. About, I mean, I did the live yesterday and I can break this down in like seconds. Okay.
mhm,
So I went down, like, my live was about what woman handled the audio pulp situation the best, right? So I said, so when I say these people, that might answer your question a little bit more directly. So with YTC is not going to mess with them at all whatsoever. She was disgusted the entire time trying to run her panel when the disruption was from his energy. TMO just, she doesn't like him at all whatsoever. She basically made it known, like, because they had a scratching match back and forth, and some of the things that she said had a lot of passion behind it. Lady Snoop was kind of like flip-flopping a little bit, giving him advice on, hey, you can't go over here, like she was saying Vallejo and San Diego, and giving like a lot of different California cities to make them understand. But at the same time, she was yelling for the women. So, Lady Snoop, Yaya was just like, I don't want to talk to him at all whatsoever. I don't care what he says, how he says, whatever. Just don't talk to me. Don't whatever. Pizza actually acted like she would hang out with him in real life. Uh, their mentalities are similar. Just kind of that background of the rah background. Just Kimmy spoke on her whole she spoke on behalf of her supporters. She was like, it doesn't really necessarily matter what I said, but my people over there said we're not going. She says we're not going. So just Kimmy's people already told her hell no. Ness, Ness is utilizing him, in my opinion. She's utilizing him on the chessboard. She's not hiding it at all whatsoever. And when we asked her about, yeah, it's just content, right? Yeah, and she's like, yeah, I also kind of like that he's going after Jay Dunn. So when that dies down, I don't think Ness is going to continue. Dory was like on the completely other side. She was standing on business about him, but Dory actually brought it to a bigger picture, basically saying like, and I agreed with her. You can go after him, but when they're trying to put the jackets, trying to put the jackets on him, saying the pedo stuff and want to look at Jay Dunn in a swimming suit and doing this and doing that and doing the most. I agree with Dory on that. Dory's gonna rock with him. I think Dory's gonna rock with him because her and Ness are like they're a package deal. Beans and cornbread will back you. I mean, if she decides to back you, she'll back you no matter what. Like you could probably I don't know. You could probably kick her dog and run into her house and she'll back you up if she decides she wants to. And is that the last person I talked to?
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Why?
So that's the list that I came up with.
I'm just trying to get an understanding as to why are they backing him? This guy has been on the scene for 3 days.
Right. And now he's got
72
information
hours.
to him, and
you got 200 and some odd people from the beef sector that have subbed to you that got you to your 1K, and now you got 4 or 5 beef sector mods. What are you backing? I mean, you don't know anything about this guy. What is the backing?
right.
What's going on here?
Well, right now, from what I've been reading, a lot of people don't like Jay Dunn, for one thing. And a lot of people think she's only getting
Okay, got it.
a little of what she already gave to other people. This is from what I'm reading. Tonight he was on
What do you
YouTube
mean by
channel.
that, Beans? Go ahead.
It and so tonight he was on YouTube channel when she came back on tonight. Um, YouTube will give you a hard time. The B sector will give you a hard time, but then they start to accept you. They did that with Shakim. Shakim could go anywhere, but in the beginning he was not liked. That's how it works over there. I was not liked when I first came out. Half of them still don't like me.
Make sure beans and cornbread.
But I'm still there.
I'm
So,
here.
Hi.
Hello.
so
So
Um,
you said a zombie follower?
I'm not a zombie follower. First of all, I don't go with the flow of anybody. I don't even do that in my personal life. I go behind. I stand behind somebody when I feel like they're being wronged. So
Okay.
don't say that I'm gonna go with the flow of whoever, because I never do that. I don't do that in my personal life.
Well, I didn't say
I
that.
saw somebody. No, I'm gonna speak for myself because I don't want nobody speaking for me.
Okay, go ahead.
And backing somebody, this lady is up here talking about backing. I back who I want to back, and I don't have to justify it to you or anybody else. The
Well, it was
reason why, excuse me, the reason why I stood up and said something for this young man was because he was being accused of being a predator. I saw what was going on. I was up in the clouds. From channel to channel to channel, Jay Dunn was spewing out this narrative. All that boy did was trolled her, and he got a key out of it. He gave her a piece of her own damn medicine and she didn't like it. Period, point blank. That's all that happened. She took it and blew it all the way up into this. He following me from or platform to platform. He's being a predator. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. Now, when the rabbit got the gun, you uncomfortable. But it's okay for you to do it. It's okay for her to go around here doing this stuff to other people. She harassing the fuck out of Ness. And ain't nobody saying nothing about it. She done went on there and put this girl's domestic violence issues up on this on her screen, on whatever you call it, her page. That shit ain't right. Now Ness might do some shit you don't like, but address that. Don't go digging up her past. That's traumatizing. It's wrong. And just because you don't like somebody or somebody is doing something that embarrasses you, you're going to put a jacket on them? I'm flipping back to this guy. It does not make it right. And everybody around here, oh, this and that. Y'all's talking because you're scared of J Dunn. That's why y'all say this stuff. Because y'all scared of her. J Dunn is a bully. And I told J Dunn the other day, I ride with you when I know your ass is getting in somebody's ass for fucking with you. But when it's justified. And don't you ever say anything about me going, somebody kick my dog. First of all, I don't like dogs. I don't have no pets. Now, and if
let
you
me.
kick anything that belonged to me, I'm coming for your ass.
I know.
I had somebody, let me tell you something. My son taught chemistry at the university. These white girls did not like their grades. They went to the office, whatever you call it, the dean's office,
Administrator
and
Dean.
accused him of sexual predator, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's always talking to me in a sexual manner, and
Oh,
he's
Jesus.
always. And I told him exactly what to do. Call a meeting and call all three of them hoes in there. My children always call me and ask me for advice. I've seen this happen to black men. I have 3 young black sons. So I saw what was happening to him, and it's a shame that it was coming from a black woman
I
because you
agree.
didn't like what he did. He trolled you, and it was funny to him.
But just so you know, I did a whole show yesterday, and when I spoke about you, I said that you stood on business. And the thing is I also said, well, I said here, yeah, it was a little extreme about kicking your dog or whatever, but I said once Beans decides that you're a good person and she's gonna back you, she's gonna stand behind you no matter what. That's what I said. I didn't say that you're just gonna back an idiot, because on my show yesterday, when I broke down the people that I just went through, I definitely said that I respect the fact that you weren't letting the people put these jackets on them. I said exactly what you're saying. It's recorded. But yeah, I like that, because my main thing with him, the reason why I still kept backing him is because, yeah, he's coming in reckless and do whatever. I mean, that's not for me to judge, but I hate. You just heard me, Jay Dunn trying to say, looking at him in or her in a swimsuit and this and that. That is crazy.
He sat there and told everybody. I'm surrounded by people who are poor listeners. If you listen to the young man, you will hear him tell you that he trolls people. He does this on the side. He got a job, he has a degree, and he sits on YouTube to build his channel. And for the fun of it, he go to hell. Hassan Campbell is a goddamn
I was just
clown.
about to
We
say
all
that.
know this. Hassan Campbell is a stupid ass clown, and he trolled
I
him.
know he did. I
You know I'm not
He
lying.
roasted. No, he roasted the he roasted the hell out of Hassan Campbell. And yes, Hassan Campbell he deserves that.
So, I mean, if you guys if y'all, he not trying to come into the sector reckless. If you come at me and I'm on somebody's panel, and you coming at me, all these people attacking me, hell yeah, I'ma swing. You goddamn right. I'ma fight all you motherfuckers. And I hope I connect somebody.
I
Well,
get that, and I understand that, and I guess I guess I don't know if my question was taken out of content or not, but I was just trying to get an understanding as to, the people that are, I don't want to say rallying up for him. And when I do that in air quotes because I don't know that young man. I don't know you. I don't know a lot of people that are following him. I'm just trying to get an understanding as to what's going on because I don't know.
Okay, do what I did and go watch some of his videos, and you'll get a very good understanding of. He's just a young guy. Let me tell you something. These young guys, my baby son was murdered. He was murdered. He was 27 years old. He had just graduated from medical school, just getting ready to start a new life. No children. Everybody, oh, he ain't got no kids at 27. My son didn't have any children. How about he spend most of his life in school? That boy
Right.
has an education. Maybe that's what the situation was. And as far as him living at home with his mama, my son lived at home with me and my husband until he decided to go off to school. He had to go to another damn state. I doggone advocate for all children to stay at home under their parents until they're ready. Get your credit right. Get your housing right. Get you a nice vehicle. Get stabilized before you go out there into the wilderness because these white folks will fuck you up.
That's what my
That's what we
family
do to
did.
our kids. That's why they out here now with bad credit and can't get no decent damn apartment because we throw them out there too soon. Some of us can't afford to do the stuff I'm talking about. But by the same token, don't rush your kids out of your house. Some of these motherfuckers eat too damn much and they need to get the fuck out. Hell.
The problem is recently, I mean, more than ever, I see a lot of parents wanting to be their kids' friends, though. That's when, because my mom
Yes.
said, my parents said kids are supposed to be seen, not heard, find something to do that's productive. And but now, they're going to the clubs and stuff with their kids. The internet, you see your mom twerking and doing the most, like
Yeah.
Instagram. When your parents, man, I wish my mom would have an Instagram or whatever, twerking and shit. Like, but things have changed a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the internet is messing up the fact. Basically, any kid can log on the internet and justify his or her behavior.
Yep.
Here is
Yep.
here is one of the things that I'm finding out is that a lot of people, you just said, they are not watching his videos. They are going by what they're hearing on different panels and different channels about him. And that's where people are making their assumptions about him.
Right.
And they don't know anything about him. Now, granted, I'm probably one of those people because I have not visited his panel. I have not visited his channel. I'm just going by on what I've heard throughout the YouTube streets. And that's probably what the norm is. And forgive me for that because I'm not interested. But if somebody brings up his name and I've heard it throughout the streets, then I'm going to most definitely ask questions.
Right.
And it's not to steer it to one specific person, but I just want to know, because I have not visited the young man's channel. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't have any interest into it, but because it's a topic throughout the beat sector and the YouTube streets, everybody's going to have something to say about it. And that's just to be honest. It doesn't have anything to do with putting beef against one person opposed to another. You know
Well,
what
at
I'm
least
saying?
you honest
It's just
enough
to ask a question.
No, you have what we call in the psych industry insight into your illness. you if you have you taking ownership of your fault. So you said you didn't go and look at his videos, and you have no interest in going, but you may decide to go look. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You being honest. You might not have time, and then you said you listened to what everybody else was saying. And you got curious. What's wrong with asking questions? What you said, you had questions. So great. You supposed to have questions. You're not to be blamed for that. Hell, I had questions. That's why I took my little nosy face over there and started watching some of his videos. Ain't nothing wrong.
He just like, hold on now. Let me
I'm
let me
serious.
go.
There's
Let me
nothing
go
wrong with
play.
anything you said.
Let
Not
me
one
press
thing.
play on my damn own. Well, the thing is, he did say, "Hey, I'm a roaster. I went after Hassan Campbell. I did X, Y, Z, or whatever, you know." But eh, I mean, hey, what I mean by he came in hot is me personally. I don't know. The only recommendation I would say is just watch how people move before you dive in. That's all.
And that's what I did. I was like, what the hell is this? What is about this?
Slow down.
What the hell is going? Why is everybody now? If you recall, if you go back to
But why is he saying, oh, what, okay, why is he telling us that he got the information on Ken Nola and got the information on
because he
If
probably
people
because that's
don't
how
like
these
you, they will
youngsters
send you
are.
information on people they don't like. That's all it takes.
They
they're
always do that
using
stuff.
him like, yeah, they're using him like, go out
Yeah,
there
people
and
don't like Ken Nolan. People don't like Jay Don. He
Caribbean
will get any
soul.
kind of information he wants, and
And
they'll tell him where to
uh,
go look.
and man, we gonna have to talk. I think Ken really like him. I think Ken just poking at him. I really do. I think
I
Ken
do too.
and just messing with taking jab. Ken ain't doing nothing but checking his temperature. Cause let me tell you something. Ken is my nephew is diabolical. If he wanna get you, he gonna get you.
Oh yeah.
So it ain't. I don't think Ken dislikes him. I think Ken is just messing with him. So that's my Ken take on it. But everybody else, I suggest y'all get to know the man instead of attacking him. Hell, Cam was over there attacking him yesterday. If you saying this all this stuff and calling me all out my name, hell yeah, I'm gonna fight your ass back. That's what we was taught to do. We is niggas. This is what we
Yep.
do. We
True.
on the street. Somebody call it. What the fuck you? What did you just say to me?
What did you say?
Wait.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
don't say it again. Don't say it.
Beans,
God damn
I did say this. I did say this like openly yesterday. I did say when he was over here, I was like, you know what? I'll never forget when they said you said, "Oh, my AirPods." They said I wasn't loud enough. He was like, "Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. I'll be right back." Like
Wait
he
a
was
minute,
like,
where was that at?
oh, it was all YTCs. They were like, "We can't hear you. You know, if you're going to argue in the B sector, you need to get a mic." He's like, "Oh, I need to turn my AirPods up." They're like, "We still can't hear you." He was like, "Okay, hold on a second. I'll be right back." You know, most people would have dropped down. He literally
Yep,
said,
and I came back.
he came back, turned the volume up, and he went right
I
back in there.
tell
I was
you,
like, "Oh," I'm like, "Damn, that was your opportunity to say, oh, I disconnected or something." He was like,
and go
he
and take off
he
running.
didn't even
I
say drop.
love
He was
that.
like, "Hold on a second. I'll be."
And he came back. And then you know what? I sat back. I was in the clouds watching. And he in the chat. But y'all won't even let me up. You won't even let me talk. You won't let
I
me
talked
deliver.
to him about that.
That's wrong.
One of the hardest things to do is to be backstage when you're being talked about. I can't stand it. I'll be back there throwing things, typing in the private chat, you
Punch
know,
in the air.
punching the air. Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? I will definitely do that. Real talk. You know, but you know, I said it was hard, but you know, she was accommodating Jay Dunn. Now, part of me says, yeah, you know, you needed to make Jay Dunn comfortable, but you know, she gets really controlling. He can
Yeah.
come up for 2 minutes. Oh no, I get to go down. Oh, you know, he said this to me. Aren't you all gonna say something? Like she gets really controlling, and that's what got kind of crazy. Because listen, I guess the beef sector is a little different, but in Mo3 sector, I wish I would be back. Man, listen, if you're mad at somebody too bad, you're gonna be on the panel with them and deal with it. But
Child, Mo3 gonna put it in your face. They gonna put it in your face and they gonna say, now what about it, motherfucker? And
right.
then you say something, they might just decide to pull up.
They do, but we do pull up.
Pull up, fly in, walk, drive through,
Do you know how many physical
bike.
altercations? Do you know how many real physical altercations have been in my sector? Let's see, sin and let's see, oh God, everybody, Lee, 88 and Jackie, Jade and Jackie, Room Shaker and somebody else. I mean, there's been about 7 or 8 good brawls. Like,
Yeah.
the pull up gang, when they say pull up, they're like, it's not the, I think that audio's getting to the point where he's trolling Ken, and I think Ken can see, I'm gonna fly into New Orleans and go live and smack the shit out of you. That gets trolling, but
Well, Ken ought to be happy because I
Hey,
don't think nobody was
young.
talking about him for a long time. I forgot he even existed. So now his name is on the street. Yo. But
well,
that's how you get your subscribers. You go after the people that nobody gonna like. You go after them hard.
And I think that's what happened because with with Jay Dunn has the advantage because Jay Dunn is an OG and Jay Dunn is ours. She's beef sector.
mhm.
But we know Jay Dunn and we know what she gives. And we also know if you're fair minded, Jay Dunn gonna put a jacket on your ass if you not a good listener and you ain't following along. Before you know it, you gonna be a goddamn predator. You gonna be a rapist. You gonna be a damn murderer. You gonna be this person that hell. Just a couple of weeks ago, I had gonorrhea.
Oh shit.
The fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
telling you how Jay
It's
Dunn
not
does.
funny. I know how
All
she
because
does.
I jokingly got on the panel and said, if my husband was cheating on me, I wouldn't want to know. I own the title and the deed. So the bitch that want to fuck my husband had parlay, honey, knock yourself out. Oh, the next day I had gonorrhea. My husband treats me like shit. He come home and bring me
You
all
have no
kinds of bile
self-esteem.
disease. Yes,
You don't
they
respect
done said
yourself as a
it.
black woman.
Okay.
I heard all of that. I
I
heard
knew
all of that.
I
So
know that
yep, it
came
was
up.
done to me too. So don't question why I
You're
ride
male
with this young
identified.
man.
I know you're male identified.
I'm
I know
male. I didn't hell. I've been married 34 years. What the fuck you thought?
that.
I most certainly am male identified. Whatever the fuck my husband needs, I make sure he gets it, and vice versa. That's why we still together. So yes.
Yeah,
I
you
love
don't.
him and he loves me. He is mine and I am his. And if I'm male identified, suck it up and deal with it. You ain't got to sleep with him. I do. Now, that's enough on him. But I had that little gonorrhea jacket put on me.
Oh
And
wow.
Pizarro, Pissy Face, told me that I have no self-esteem. You ain't got no self-esteem. You let that man come. First of all, a bitch that don't really have no husband and no kids
Bizarro,
can't
huh?
tell me shit. Yeah, you don't get to talk about me, my children, my husband, or any damn body when you spend all your goddamn time on the internet fucking begging for chicken change. So no, you don't get to do that. Mm, That's the thing I'm saying. This guy had a jacket put on him. I had one put on me. So I know what he's going through. And Jay Dunn did this shit to other people. Man, I'm sorry. I got cussed out because I said I liked Jay Dunn. And I do. Jay Dunn ain't no goddamn punk. That's
Right.
the thing I like about her. And I told her this. I love it. When Dusty Toes came out and fucked with her channel, what did she do? She dealt with him in the J Dunn fashion. And it was justified. She didn't do nothing to that man for him to go over there and strike her channel. What the fuck? I'm catching strays. I ain't did nothing to you. Next thing you know, her channel got struck. She was like, oh, motherfucker. You done fuck with me now. I got to come out swinging. And I looked up, I said, oh man, why you messing with this girl? Now you know damn well Jay Hunt,
It's
she
like
gonna get you.
oh yeah, yeah. I
She
mean,
gonna get you.
she's no diva tomboys, but yeah, Jay Dunn,
Baby.
Jay
And
Dunn
you
on that.
asked for it. You asked for it because you messed with her. I don't know what the background was, but I did not see her bothering him. I saw him bothering her. So in that instance, you poked the bear, so you got what you got. Hell,
It's people like Jay Dunn and others like her that I don't have anything public of my life in public, my
right.
private life in public. I mean, there's nothing because there's people like Jay Dunn and others who think that they can take your private life, like what you said she did to Ness, and make it public and humiliating. And I refuse to have any of my personal life um, like that. So whatever anybody want to say, they have to make it up. And I don't really care if you make anything up.
Yeah, that wasn't cool. I mean, if somebody drags you into a domestic situation and man, that's hard. It's hard
Yeah,
because
that's not fair.
yeah, you got to get over
No,
the situation and then you got to put it behind you. And then you got to keep some type of mental strength about yourself to be able to function in life without it being something so traumatizing that it becomes debilitating. You know, some women get to the point where hey, this destroyed my life. I'm so debilitated to the point where I literally cannot get out of bed every day and go earn a living and they get stuck in that damn spiral of hell. But Ness came out swinging. Ness is a scrapper.
she
So
is.
Ness got up and said, you know what, you might have beat me up, motherfucker, but I'm back. And I put that behind me and I'm doing better things now.
And then
Hell,
most of these people, I don't want to hear black this and black that because they tear down each other or whatever.
yeah.
It's like this right here, Beans. It's literally this philosophy right here.
Racism.
We're just online doing it. Here you go.
Racism's always going to be a big issue anywhere. You can't have two different races or three races. You can't have this many people living on one continent with this many different religions, this many different cultures without one trying to step on the other. I mean, that's just common sense.
But you could argue that the Klan is contributing to the problem, no?
No, the Klan ain't contributing to the problem. You can just sit back and let the blacks do their own job. I mean, let them keep killing each other in record numbers. The Klan ain't got to go out and kill blacks no more. We just drop off some liquor in their town and some guns, and they do it themselves. If it was my option every weekend, I would go up to Chicago with a big truck full of whiskey and crack, marijuana, and a ton of guns and bullets and tell them have at it and just drop it off right in the middle of town. And then go home and watch my Monday morning news and laugh the whole time.
Hmm.
That's what I mean. Stereotypes don't come from nowhere. And the thing is, it's so crazy on here. The cutthroat mentality, like it's crazy. Why doesn't somebody reach out to a different algorithm and bring people over here? Why doesn't somebody help somebody spin off something? Why don't people work together to support each other's business? Do you understand how hard it was for black people to actually have a voice on the media, to actually do something that they want to do entrepreneurial, and we're not using it as such? We have
Right.
an open panel to build a business or whatever. Let's say you sell t-shirts, cakes, whatever, and you like that, boom, but we don't care. We're just like, oh, let's cuss this person out and break them down and make them feel like nothing. And I did say, I made it very, very clear, Beans, that I did appreciate that you recognize that the jacket isn't fair. They were trying to put all kind of, it's weird. I don't think that a 27-year-old individual is going to look up Jay Dunn and be like, let me stalk this woman.
No, he actually the algorithm. You know how the algorithm works.
Of course.
Do you guys know? And I'm talking to the people in the chat. Do you guys know that YouTube knows who different sections of black subscribers are and content creators, and they write subroutines that will steer us towards each other. So we're pretty much redlined within the YouTube community. If you
I'm
pay,
not gonna say that because they spread me out all
well,
over.
it depends on what you're watching. If you like, I watch a lot of Nigerian stuff too. I have Nigerian family members. My father was Nigerian. So um I'll watch some of that, so I get a little bit of things from Nigerian community, and then I get a few things from. There's a whole community out there of black dancers. They juke, they all these little dances they do. There's a poetry sector. I get stuff from there, and then I get a whole lot of beef sector. I clicked on one video. Now I've been in the beef sector since damn before it was formed, 2008. I've been riding along since 2008 in the clouds. Every now and then I drop down in some chats. But yeah, steered, you're given certain channels and you can't get out of it. Next thing you know, all you see is beef sector content creators
Yeah, it's just like
because
it's
that's
just
what happens.
yeah,
And
it's just
to me, that's crazy.
well, it's
So
just
they
like I
rope us
mean,
off and they keep us right here amongst each other.
they
So
do
what does that
shadow
mean?
ban.
That means that as a content creator, you're gonna have the same subbies
Yep,
coming to your chats. And
It all depends on your subject matter. Like I
uh,
said before, my channel, I get people from different parts of the world. Majority of them is from Asia and London. I don't get many from the B sector or any other sectors that is surrounded by all black people. And my subscribers are coming from all over the world.
that's
It's
because
not
the
coming from the
content
B
is
sector.
different.
yeah,
But my commentary, my not my commentary, but my channel is based on a lot of news articles, a lot of
Google
black
owns
history, a
YouTube.
lot of black history that is not taught in school, that people like me didn't know existed until I ran across that
He
information.
just me.
So this is what my channel is based on. So I get people
It's
from all
unbelievable.
over the world that is like, I didn't know that either. And they give me
Well,
comments
We're
on it.
saying the
well,
same thing.
we get that, we get that. But what I'm saying is, I mean, ask your phone, ask Google anything. Hey, favorite cake or whatever. Well, for the rest of the day, you're gonna be cake this, cake that. This person made
No,
a cake,
I got
and
that. I got
then you'll
that.
be near a grocery store. It'll be like, oh, based on what you looked up on Google, the best cakes are going to be over here. It's called cookies, like the cookies, or what when you accept
Yeah,
the
I know
cookies,
that. Yeah.
and then because Google owns YouTube, all YouTube is another search engine. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
Then you
So
you
we
also
get it.
have to you also have to take in consideration as to if you put hashtags in your description. Once you put hashtags in your description, that will gain you followers. If you don't do it, you're not going to get the followers. You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
always
put
using hashtags.
hashtags in your description describing what your channel is about and what things that you're talking about, then you'll get that attraction.
Right.
And
Now
that's
Yeah,
that
what I do.
How I
you
built
know,
my channel,
we yeah,
the
yeah.
third one.
So we we all lose channels. This is like
I think I need a lot more
number
subscribers
four.
before I can open up different channels. I mean,
No, I get yes. I
yeah, I
mean,
don't know how to do that yet.
I
I have a
didn't
channel
open
that
up
only talks
different
about
channels.
college football, but I'm not trying to have a YouTube one-on-one class here. But I have a YouTube channel that just talks about college football. I get it.
Yeah, but
But
I
see,
didn't
the
open up.
way that I do it personally, I'll tell you this. My website feeds whatever I want into my YouTube channel. My website is hyperlinked to all my YouTube channels. All I got to do is put on my website. I got to do a vlog or a blog. Hey, blah 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 blah. Blah. Put the hyperlink there because I want to go to the. I don't care about the YouTube algorithm. I care about the Google algorithm. Like if you go to Google and say, I want to know how to change a tire, 4 YouTube videos come up because those people have websites.
Mm-hmm.
People are, we're so ignorant that we're like, oh, we're going to grow on YouTube. We're going to grow on YouTube. No, you're not. You're only going to go so far. You're getting into an algorithm. As soon as YouTube see these people screaming and hollering, when all your videos go in yellow, I don't know if anybody's monetized I'm talking to, but like when your videos go in yellow, that means that you have limited ads because your stuff too many F words or whatnot. If it goes in red, it's ineligible. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is that YouTube counts that up. Okay, this person, every other video they got is yellow. Every other video, da da da. Da. So they skip over you when they want to put the ads on your channel. They put the garbage ads. You're not going to get Coca-Cola. You're not going to get Doritos and McDonald's. You're going to get sex toys that only pay
Oh,
30. You know, there's different levels. You get 30% profit, and they call it the red check. If you keep most of your videos in green for a certain number of time and you ask for a YouTube review, then they move you up over 70%. But most of us out here screaming and hollering, we're below 30%. And we have to pay taxes on it. So
Mm.
it's next to free. You get put on different tiers on YouTube
right.
based on, because YouTube wants to make money too. They're gonna skip right by you if their advertisers don't want to pay.
Right.
One of the people I subscribe to, the couple I'm subscribed to, they just a couple of months ago got their 1 million subscriber platform from YouTube. And that's the second
The
one I
gold,
seen
the
do
gold
that.
plaque, the gold play button.
Yeah.
That's when you get the red check. The red check is basically a guarantee. It's called a draw. Okay. So once you get to the red check, you'll know what your income is. Let's just say it's $10,000 a month, for example. As long as you
Hmm.
make that $10,000 a month, you get the whole thing. If you make eight, then it's the $2,000 draw. But you're guaranteed at least it's a draw, like whichever's more or less. You'll make that, but you know what you're going to make. YouTube rewards you for having content because they call it lazy content. That's why they have reused content stuff. They don't like reaction videos. They do not like talking shit videos. They want substance. They really do.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, see, we're supposed to create a residual income. And unfortunately, beef sector, both three sector, whatever. If I have a story, let's say I'm cussing out, Ness or something, right? Once that video's
Hmm.
over, nobody's looking that up again. Nobody cares. That's
Right.
why that's why your channel has to be. My channel is a series of what happens. You can come here and watch my shorts and everything else. I'm trying to streamline that, but you need to have searchable things. So if you want to talk about the beef sector, also throw in, you could put Vic and ZX or whatever, but you can also wean in how, arguing on YouTube, destructs the black community.
Mhm.
If you look at my title, if you look at my titles and I want to talk about Jay Dunn fighting S or whatever, I will always say um the dysfunction of tearing down black women on YouTube. But yeah, then I'll put ZX there or whatever, beans and cornbread and da da da. But I'll make sure that the subject matter leads with the topic because it's searchable at that point.
Well,
Right.
one of the things YouTube taught me was at a certain point, they will take all of your old videos and start reducing them. Like if one person started watching them, and it only takes one person to watch your old videos, then they will start advertising that again and again. So today there was a gentleman that I was in a chat with last night on a different channel, and not only did he subscribe to me, he started watching videos I forgot I made, and so now I don't know if that's going to go viral like a lot of other people I heard do that. But there was three ladies I heard that said all of a sudden they were showing videos that they made 5 years ago, and that's how they got boost to a different income because
Right.
YouTube was showing them.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, residual income. Here's what your goal needs to be on YouTube. Literally, YouTube is supposed to. It's hard as hell to get a channel built up, but just know YouTube, like your replay game, is so important. I always have, 100 all the way down to 10 people in the chat. But with
Mm-hmm.
my shorts and everything like that from this video, I'm going to produce 4 or 5 shorts, and those are going to get 7,000 views. Plus my live, that'd be 8,000 views. And I don't have to have that many people and accommodate 500 in my chat. I get it. But residual income, that's what this is all about. If you have enough videos up there with substance, you make money while you're asleep. You make money while you're on vacation. You make money while you're at your other job because people continuously watch your videos. That's how you win on YouTube. So you don't have to go live every day or hit this panel and find out what's going on over here and research this and take notes. It gets crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, maybe I'm that is something hot out in the streets right now. Actually, maybe I don't even know why they spent that much time doing that. One of my
Uh,
NY, NY, NY around here. She uses a lot of different profile pics and avatar pictures. I don't, she, I don't know why they did that to her. Actually, maybe they dug into that. Like they have all the proof and stuff of her being a catfish and going around and grabbing mod sticks. And yeah, it's weird. But I wanted to answer actually, baby. I know it was off topic, but yeah.
oh no, I think I was watching that. You look
Oh,
at our
you were?
bullshit comment. I just said this to a group of people a couple of days ago. If you want to get good content for a paper, or you could literally go through here and make case studies out of a lot of these
Yep.
situations, and they do make for good site cases. There's some crazy ass individuals in this. You can
I
be
used to have a
a
day.
psychopath, yes.
I used to have a day. Let's break down this as a case study. I literally used to have a day on my own channel. I'm like, these people are a case study.
You
Bec-
can take a whole doggone situation and break it down on a psychological level and literally go, oh, well, what do you think happened with this person? Oh, well, I think they didn't have closure. They have like some background traumatizing issues. And so they lash out. I mean, you could just come, I'm just making up some stuff right now, but you could literally go through and build a whole doggone uh, 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 dissertation on
oh, you
just
definitely can.
you
You
know
can do, yeah, your hypothesis for your thesis. I mean, it's
yes you
it's right.
could
It's right here.
literally do this. Oh, I'm working on my doctorate now. You anybody well, even your
All you got to
master's,
do is watch YouTube.
anybody who knows is working on your master's degree, you literally have to go out and do something related to what we're talking about. And when you're doing your doctorate, you actually have to get published. Depending on your program, you have to go and get
I had to
published.
get published.
So yes.
I went to master's at Northwestern, and when I did my thesis statement or whatnot, we had to get published. I went so the reason why I know that these people are crazy is because I went through masters in sociology. I, I did sociology, ethnic studies, and marketing and business management, which is mostly marketing and PR. But yeah, it was basically sociology. That's why I like YouTube because y'all are crazy, man. Like I'm
And I
normal,
thank
y'all are
you
weird.
for it. I thank you for it.
Hey, and I used to bring that out sometimes. Look at this right here, right? Look how crazy this is. Oh my God. Hey, and I'm going to tell you my strategy actually, maybe. This fits right into here. I don't know why they're doing this to her. It's crazy. I'm getting my phone, man, my IG blew up today over this.
Oh,
It
wow.
said, according to the channel holder, it wasn't much to dig. It was right there. Nobody looked. She's actually a 60-year-old woman, they say. Hey, actually, maybe on purpose, I used to highlight her comments like new NY. So, Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Look at her face. Don't hurt her. Do you know though, actually maybe the piece of the puzzle I'm trying to put together with her on that is how she has a channel with videos. Was that like another girl? That's the one piece of the puzzle that I can't get together. Wow. I mean, somebody catfished that. Oof. They sent me pictures of her, of the pictures that she uses with people that she doesn't even know. Yeah, these these people are crazy, and she's just a subscriber. They got her. No one's safe. Freaking
Oh my God,
subscribers.
funny. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. I like you.
Oh yeah, I call bullshit is great.
I like you.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
really. There's some people. Talk talk. I was just gonna say, there's
It's great
people
to
that
know these people.
really you get to know and you really come to love them. And
Yep.
if I could, I would have me a community of people that I like, and we can all just sit in each other's backyards. We get off work and just sip on some wine and talk. Choctaw would be one of my neighbors. I mean,
Yep.
you know, this is how you do. You go around in these YouTube streets, and it's just people that are just cool. Miss 313 up in Detroit, that's my bestie. Oh, honey, she would have to live right next door to me. Um, it's just folks, you'd be like, damn, you a cool ass motherfucker.
Right. Hey,
You know,
Beans, I wish we could pull that together. I wish we need to have a show like that says this is a social experience, dumbasses. Hey, play the game. This is all a game of Clue, to be honest with you.
it is. And somebody is always doing something. I sit back. That's why I love the B sector. I sit back and watch. Somebody always do, and it'd be so funny.
Who could crash out the best this week? You said the channel holder says she will have an interview coming with the actual person that's on the avatar. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Hey, they got NY like literally, but NY made a whole channel to have videos up and shorts and all this and all that. Oh my god. They're gonna interview the person that's on the avatar. Hey, official Little
Or
Joy ain't playing no games. She got the Virginia Slim rolled up. Love Joy. Hey,
That is me, 100%.
don't you think this is for see Beans? I would love to do that. Like I'm literally gonna put that together, like organized, so we can do that. We'll call it the it'll be think
Psych
tank.
101
Oh yeah. The psych
or
ward.
advanced psych. Child, this stuff is advanced. This is
Oh yeah,
psychosis.
This is weird. I,
Some
you
serious psychoses.
Hey, Beans, I tried to explain this many times to people that don't mess with the internet, my family, friends, or whatever. They're like, okay, you're tripping. They think they get into arguments with me. They're like, people don't act like that, man. Come on, dog. Like, you're tripping. Y'all make up narratives and a whole life, and people do this and that. I'm like, no. Yeah, you don't understand. I'm like, you know what? I've never won the argument. No one believes me that this happens. We're stuck in a reality show. This is like Big Brother. We're
When
stuck in the house.
when my husband comes home and sees me giggling at the TV, he knows some of the players, and he just shakes his head. It's funny. Some of these people in the B sector are hilarious, and some. It was one time, and I'm flipping all the way over to Buddy Lee in the black sector.
Right.
One time I got on, and Ben Zone had a live, and I had not had a drink in like months. And all you do is work, eat, shit, and sleep. Y'all, that's all you do. And so I sat there. I said, I'm getting ready to go get me some beer, and I'm gonna kick back. And I hit her link, and I had my beer. Let me tell you, I had so much fun. I was messing with Buddy Lee. Buddy Lee was down in the chat. I said, I want to fuck you, Buddy Lee.
Oh wow.
It
Oh,
was so, oh my God. You
you're
got to
like,
go
I
back
love
and
your
listen.
voice, Buddy Lee.
Yeah,
Oh,
poor
trust
Buddy. Buddy Lee, I'm sorry. Poor baby. But we had so much fun. It
because
was,
of that beer.
yeah,
Give the beer that's up.
yes. We had a ball. And
Beans can take shots of. She's the only one that can take shots of beer.
right, listen, I don't drink, so I was like, this shit is nasty, but I feel good. It was disgusting. I was drinking a
Imagine if you had
IPA.
liquor, you would have been a mess.
Oh my God, I'm not coming online if I do that. I ain't no telling what I might have a lemon moment. What I said that? What?
What? I had the camera on.
I did that.
Hey, I'm
But
glad
to
you
certain
mentioned voice
people,
changer. D
I was-
Ham's got me scared. D Ham's got me scared. I call bullshit. He got me scared as hell.
I
Hey,
like. Wait a
I know
minute.
he has a voice changer and all that. He comes up as a woman sometimes, comes up as an old dude sometimes. He come up. You ever heard D Ham use his voice changer and change his personality? He's been a bunch of different people. Beans probably lost connection. Yeah. Oh my God. But hey, I call bullshit. I can't wait until that interview, like to interview the avatar. Oh my God. Dude, Envy's gonna be so embarrassed. And she's a decent mod. I'm mad because Nika can't play the intro no more. I always want to view to hear that intro. Oh well. Yeah, it's wow. Are you talking about the D Ham intro because he maybe copyrighted stuff or he used or whatever? Yeah. D Ham definitely comes up as different people. I'm like, hey, D Ham, which one are you today? Are you an old angry lady or are you a chilling dude today? But
Envy.
yeah, yes.
Okay, so I have suggestion for another show.
Okay, what's your suggestion?
My suggestion is no avatars.
Cam up only.
Cam up only.
Okay, that's easy.
Cam up only. If you are going to hit the link, you have to cam up.
Face challenge.
Face challenge.
You know, hey, I call bullshit. I call bullshit. We can invite NY.
If you can't cam up, then you can't hit the link.
So cam up only, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the next challenge.
Damn. I think,
sorry about that. Yeah, I just wanted to come back up. My alarm came on.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Broadway did that Lovejoy. It was called the face challenge. Everybody was cammed up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to do that over here.
If you're ugly, I gotta kick you though. I'm sorry.
Oh wow. He said oh because of Nika and Buddy Lee. Okay. I was reading the comment.
Right, I was too, yeah.
Yeah. Lady
Hey.
Nika thinks that I don't like her. I've been wanting to talk to Lady Nika. I love Lady Nika. I don't have anything against Lady Nika. I was just mad because of all of this stuff. And I'll talk to her about it.
You know what I call bullshit?
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad because for whatever reason, I mean I got a little lazy because I got a lot going on. I wouldn't call it lazy. I got a lot going on. I stopped camming up so much. I used to always stay cammed up, but I'm gonna go back to it, y'all. Because you got to get to know the person. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only do so much. There's a whole lot going on that people do behind these dark screens.
I won't be doing that.
I know your ass won't. Damn it! Really need you to be nice to ugly people. hey, Jesus,
that's funny.
Hey, I would feel terrible if I gave him the gun. if I gave him the gun. That's how I get. I'd feel bad. They'd be like, "Why'd you drop me? Because you're ugly." Come
My
on.
God.
Now I could do that in the Mo 3 sector, but I would never. Beef sector would freaking ostracize me if I did something like that. Mo 3 sector, yeah, you gotta go. But see, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, So I mean, what I say is ugly. Somebody might be damn ready to get married. I don't like. Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. Because if
I
I
don't know.
say
When I look at someone and I think they're beautiful, it's probably because of who they are, not what they look like.
take the pellets out, Envy. It's an airsoft gun, I promise. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll borrow ZX's 380. Oh my god. Well, ladies, beans and cornbread came up. God damn it. You can't kick my dog. I don't have no pets. I was like, let me chill out. Let me get a water for this cuss out.
I'm glad she did come up because I was able to clarify exactly my statement that I was making about auto. So I'm glad.
These are the
Oh,
you,
yeah.
these are the ladies ZX said that he's gonna take from me, right?
Lord.
Yeah, I know. Y'all are good up here. I love Joy. Always looks comfortable on that nice chair. Soul Sister has the voice. You need Soul Sister and little Mama Obama to talk and have a conversation.
Don't get Lemon started again, okay?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, we'll
He
be
already said something about my voice.
I know I
I
did.
only I only go where I'm wanted and not tolerated. Trust and
I was
believe.
just about to celebrate it, not tolerate it.
That's all
Beans,
right.
I didn't think that you would hit my link. I was like, damn, Beans. Fucking
I'm,
Beans been
I'm
throwing tomatoes at me lately. You know what I'm
no, I'm gonna hit a link. If you speaking on me,
saying?
it's in a
I'm gonna
it's
do that
uh,
on purpose.
yeah, if it's
Beans.
wrong, I'm gonna try to correct it. I'm not coming up with guns blazing.
I know.
No, I do want to have a conversation about it. Why do you feel that way about me? Do you
Right.
know? Yeah,
Then
I
I'm
just.
gonna definitely talk about you on my first show and have you
Oh,
hit somebody.
really?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
About
like
beans.
Beans and her dog. Let me tell you about it. Y'all
Oh,
No,
need to
but
get
Lord.
in my
Beans
league.
Beans always literally and I know she means it. Beans always leads with, I am not gonna have anyone think for me. You guys are gonna hear what I have to say. Man,
Lord.
if you say a word, she said, but I'm not finished. I'm like, oh shit. She makes me feel like I'm 12 sometimes, like, oh my God.
Because I let people talk. And you let me talk. If I give you that respect, listen, I'm a Libra. Now, we're not scales for no reason.
Yeah,
We're
but you're
the
very good people.
equalizer. Right. Of
You're good
all
heart.
these goddamn crazy ass zodiac signs, the Libras are the equalizers of them all. We have to balance this mess. And it's a mess. We're for justice. We're for what's right. So I don't automatically go for the underdog. Sometimes the underdog can be full of shit. But I'm serious. I listen. I'm a rational person. I'm a very good listener. And if I feel like that you have earned my support, I give it to you. But if you fuck up, I'm gonna call you out in your shit. Just ask
Yes,
Lemon.
you can.
Just ask Lemon. Lemon don't you don't get no passes. You know, you out here doing all this madness and ridiculousness. Nope, 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 nope. I'm behind you. I rock with you, but you fucked up on that day when you had said this and when you had did that. You get called out. That's called love. If a person doesn't care about you, they'll
They're
sit
gonna
back,
agree.
watch you destroy yourself. But if
True.
they
Well,
really love and support you, they will say something and get you to correct yourself.
Well, I hope tonight I don't get called a whole bunch of bitches, hoes, and sluts.
Child, I don't call me whatever. It ain't gonna change because my
Oh, it's
my deep freezer and refrigerator still full, and I'm still gonna eat. So
I
I
yeah.
know
don't
that's right.
say what you
People
want.
try to people try to bait me into arguing with women because they know it's always been that way for since I've been on here that I won't do it. They try to bait me in so bad. Oh, you fuck ass nigga. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, get your shit off. You
Yeah.
know? I'm like, okay, you want to be the first woman that got envy to argue with? Now you have to really, I mean, I will correct you, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, man, shut up, you're pussy. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
call
I
it
just
bullshit.
walk
See, that's how
away.
y'all get along. I think Beans and I call bullshit. I think Beans is no. I think I wouldn't say that because I call bullshit. If you were just a random person, I'd be like, that's Beans in the chat. I would stir up a whole narrative every time I saw I call bullshit. I mean, what's up, Beans? Oh, dang.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mm-mm. How do I come? Oh, Jesus! You got see. How do I combine my name with Beans short of a marriage contract? You can say, let's see, Beans. That'd be too long. Beans calls bullshit. You could be like, let's see,
Oh, you know what? Let me see.
Beans is the shit.
Or you
Wait.
could say beans and bullshit.
Instead of beans and shit, who calls you beans and shit? Oh, that's a Pizarro. Okay,
Beans and shit. I
beans.
actually think that name is hilarious. Beans and shit.
It actually is funny when she said, "I like you," so I try not to laugh, but it is kind of funny. Hey, beans and shit. I'm like, oh my god. So beans. Oh, that is beans and bullshit would be great. Wait,
Mm.
beans
Beans,
with
is that your
bullshit.
favorite meal?
Oh, I
I've been
like
wanting to ask that for like ever.
beans with bullshit.
No, not that crazy. Beans and cornbread, is that your favorite meal?
Let me see. You could say beans, no bullshit.
Yeah, because if you say beans with bullshit, it looks like beans has bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You could definitely say like beans. Would you say beans no bullshit?
Yep, beans, no bullshit.
You know damn well that person's going to change their name, right?
Yeah, so
I'm back, y'all. Every show beans this beans. Why did you have me blocked? Oh,
you my what the hell? Choctaw, you my neighbor. What the hell? I'm gonna have to
right.
go look. I promise you, I don't have you blocked.
I,
Maybe it's
you
just
know
on
what
your
though?
time.
You know what though? Beans.
Uh,
Sometimes you could sometimes you could click on somebody in the chat and accidentally, you know how easy it is when you hit somebody and it says like report or block. Like sometimes like I've pocket blocked people and shit.
yeah, I don't. I'm definitely gonna look.
Man, I remember I
Uh,
was in Lemons a couple months ago or a few months ago, and I was in bed, and I was doing that tossing and turning and couldn't sleep. Man, my phone was going. I'm like, what the hell? They're like, God damn, Envy blocked like 12 people at Lemons chat. I'm like,
oh
no, man. I'm like, bro. I said, dude, obviously, like people can see me doing that. I was like, dude, I was rolling around and shit. They were like, oh man, damn, man. People thought, people thought you were pissed. I'm like, nah, dude, I wouldn't do that. I'm chilling.
no,
Sarkotos,
Choctaw,
what's
I'm gonna
up?
look. I gotta make sure because Choctaw, you the last person. Hell no, I don't have you blocked. I'm gonna go look though.
I love me some Sarkotos. Yeah, you need to
Beans, how
look
did you
at
come up
your.
with that name?
But see, it's annoying. What do you mean, Sarkonos
No, beans and
or
cornbread.
beans and cornbread?
Yeah,
Oh,
how did you come up with that name?
I used to play in a jazz band when I was in high
Oh,
school.
look at this. See, they're on
Uh-huh.
your ass.
You remember I forget his name now, but he had this song called Beans and Cornbread. Beans and Cornbread had a fight.
We were turning up earlier,
I'm
Sarkono, so
dating
I'm glad that you
myself,
didn't have to
but
see the craziness. You
Choctaw,
know,
go look and see if, hey, Sarkonos, go look and see if you have me blocked, boo, because I don't have you blocked.
I'm gonna
And
go.
fuck you, YouTube.
now it's a little bit different. It's more annoying. Like if you block somebody as a content creator, you can go in, it'll be on your list. The annoying thing is if you block them on here personally, you got to go into your Google account.
Mm.
You have to go into your actual Google account and go into settings, and that you have to actually unblock them from Google. It's annoying. It's annoying. Like
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Well,
yeah,
I don't have no reason to block Choctaw.
I
I,
know.
I don't understand that. That's weird.
What do you think of people with badges? But excuse me. What do you think of people with badges but no subscription?
Oh, now that smells of foul.
What does that mean?
That's crazy.
Wait, hold on.
What
Okay.
does that mean?
So
That,
you mean like, do you mean member badges? Because the only badges I can think of is memberships.
unless, are you saying like they got a, I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, I can't wait because I think I call bullshit. Just wrote the song out. I'm gonna write that, but I'm trying to figure out what this is. People with badges but no subscription. I
You
want to know what that is.
that I call bullshit. Can you speak on it? You probably
Please.
hit the link, but or can you? I hate having
You
people.
Oh
only
no,
you
no.
you only
She.
get a badge. You only
I
get a
call bullshit.
badge if you are a member.
I know, right? So you have to be a subscriber.
Exactly.
You do have to be a
Yeah, yeah. You can't
Right.
be like a
So
member without being a subscriber.
yeah. That's
right. No, that doesn't make sense.
Right. And my memberships are very, 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 very different. We got a members community wall. We got a I'm proud of my members for not letting a bunch of stuff go out into the public.
And let me just
Uh
give
I
you
can't see her at all. Well, Beans isn't in the chat right now. Beans, can you drop a chat and see if Chuck Tao can actually see it?
you know what.
Uh
Go. Let me go down. I need to drop down anyway. I'm gonna call it. Um,
okay.
it was good hanging out with y'all, but I'm gonna go down to the
Thank you,
chat
Beans.
and figure out what's going on with Choctaw. Cause baby, I don't have you blocked. I don't have a reason to block you. No.
Not the neighbor. Hold on, hold on. I think before you leave, it said I think this is a song. She thick.
Yes, that's
Beans
it.
knocked cornbread out of sight. Beans told cornbread that's all
Out of
right. Meet
big
me on the corner tomorrow night. My
meat.
grandpa did ham bone singing to that. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I did. I sung the reason. Yeah, I sung the part where she was explaining where it came from.
yeah. So I know a
Thick.
whole lot of old songs, and he said he want me to sing it. You know what? Hold on, let me see if I can find the words. Maybe I can sing a little bit of it.
She thick. Beans knocked out cornbread out of sight. Beans told cornbread, that's all right. Meet me at the corner tomorrow night. Damn, I need a beat or something.
No, 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 no.
You say, okay, I'm shading Sarkonos, but she never here. Oh, oh. Sarkonos is here. Sarkonos yesterday we had a chaotic live. Today, the middle of it was chaotic. Now we're chilling. Official Lovejoy. Oh my God. Thank you so much, ma'am. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. You're gonna say you're welcome? Where's Lovejoy? Get up. You're taking a over 40s nap. I could say that because I'm over
I
40.
am here. I would just like to take this time to welcome all you 10 new members.
Uh-oh.
Thank you so
Welcome
much.
all you 10 new members. Welcome,
Welcome.
welcome.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to have you. Please, memberships, please, please, please do not be a mole in there and come out and act crazy. I know what I put on my members community wall. I know what I put on members only. I know what I show you all. I know what I say in my members only lives. Just please, we keep a little, we keep it a little private, little bit, as much as we can.
Club, can I
Yeah.
say the clubhouse is open?
Yeah, you can.
The clubhouse is most definitely open. Welcome all new 10 members to the clubhouse. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now you have a subscription.
Absolutely. See, Beans, now you're, yep. See, now you got the challenge.
What?
Bean, you got it. Look, I call bullshit said, listen, that's why the name is I call bullshit.
Oh my
They're
God.
calling bullshit that you can't sing the song. They're gonna be on your ass. Hey, I call bullshit. I want you to follow Beans around the internet if she doesn't do it. You know what I'm
Oh, he
saying?
wants me to sing the song? Oh my God. I gotta find the lyrics.
Sarkonos is here a lot. She's a member as well. Sarkonos definitely supports the channel for sure, 100%. And I do appreciate Sarkonos. In Sarkonos, I will get some feedback from you because I know I see you in some messy places, some turn up places, but also some chill places. So you're one of the people that I definitely want to give me some feedback on, what kind of content you want to see over here. I always think of that while I'm out. I kind of get to know everybody's personality, but unfortunately, I didn't know that NY was a 60-year-old woman that created a page. I can't wait. I'm gonna be
Mm,
on that. I'm gonna make an ass of that. I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be because man, people been sending me these oh my god, people have been sending me all
Is
kind
that
of
the one that's called New York ND? NY?
yeah,
New York
NY.
Girl NY, right?
And she always changes her profile pics. Those are AI videos. So, oh my god. Oh wow.
Well, how
I
do they
don't.
know
I'm
she's
looking at my IG right now. Oh, you found the song, Beans?
I
Please,
think I found
please
it.
don't play it. Just
Wait, he said I won't be following her around.
yeah.
You know what? I promise you, I won't accuse you of being predatory. I don't do that. So that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, we control Beans. Yeah, you might as well just get it out the way, Beans, because you know we're gonna be on your ass.
I
I,
get trolled all the time. I'm good.
I know you do. I
Yeah.
want Beans on my good side. I won't be following her around. I'll smile when I see her in chat.
No. Uh-uh.
Hey,
Oh, somebody
oh,
said New
here,
York is
listen, listen to this, y'all. I always change my real photo to a Pixar photo. I know, yeah, you definitely do. I literally love. This is like Sarkonos has one of my favorite, like, pictures like that because she looks so cool. She looks like she's gonna make sure everybody's happy and taken care of. I really do like her little
I like
picture or whatever.
sarcona.
But listen to this. Like years and years on the first channel I was on, it was called "You Can't Make This Up" TV. Um, we had a mod. Her name was She's Too Real, and we had an idea back then. We were like, let's have mods like meetings or whatever every once in a while. Let's jump on a mods call or whatever. She would never talk. Literally, like we go around the table and ask people what they thought. She would not talk, not talk, not talk. So when she jumped off, we're like, that's a kid. So every time she started jumping in the chat, we're like, how old are you? Confirm your age. Da 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 da. We were on her for that forever. And then she disappeared and we found out it was a kid.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And did you hear Ness? Ness, now that we can see our subscribers, it's never been like that before on YouTube. Now you can click on subscribers, and it has a whole list. Ness found a 12-year-old.
What?
Really?
And Ness was like, whoever you are, 12-year-old, this content over here is not for kids. Please leave.
They keep
I didn't
Yeah.
see a button that tells me that I can see my subscriptions, my subscribers.
You know that happens a lot in Discord. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It does. It does. These kids want to jump in and hear adult conversations and all kinds of weird stuff. See, you say she's a child, but another person says she's 60. I always change my real. Yeah, okay. I already saw that. Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
So I want to see the person that interviews the person that has the actual that's the actual person, because the thing is I got to send a whole lot of information, and they have the real avatar or the real person, the real NY, with people. Here, I'll show you. With people that she doesn't know, never been around. They've talked to the people that know this girl that was taking pictures. It's bad. It's really bad. Like, wow.
Yeah, like the way you
Yeah.
said that is bad. It's
I
really,
mean,
really bad.
yeah. When I say it that way, it's almost like I'm disappointed or something.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really,
It,
really
it's it's
bad.
it's really it is though. It's terrible.
I don't know if I would want kids hanging in my chat though. That's not cool because you can get in a lot of trouble with them hanging in, just being on your channel.
No, Sarkonos, nobody said you're a child. They're talking about NY. Her name has like, I don't know, it has all kind of like weird letters in it. At the end it says NY. But when I started thinking about who NY was, is she made it. Here's what she would do. She would always change. She probably had about 20 like photos that she would change her profile. I'm like, why are you always changing your picture? And then on purpose, I'd be like, oh, yeah, her face. Nobody wants her face to get messed up. And, when people look like NY, and then NY said, oh, you mod up all the pretty girls or whatever. She said something along those lines. And I'm like, it's getting kind of weird because when I talk about her being pretty or whatever, I'm doing it on purpose to see what the hell's going on. That's weird. They popped a freaking subscriber. God damn, nobody's safe. You need to come in here. You got to come in here with Kevlar and some more shit.
Okay, tell me how do I find who are my subscribers?
They'll be right at the top on your homepage. It'll say subscribers. You just
No,
click.
the people that subscribe, not the numbers.
No, now it's not the members. It says your subscribers. It
No,
changed.
I'm trying to find out who all subscribe to me
I, I've
individually.
I've
How do I
told you.
find that out?
I told you 3 times. I don't know how else to tell you.
I
When you
No,
love
go to
you
your
didn't.
when you go
Go ahead.
Okay, this is the last time. When you go to your home
Go ahead.
page, when you go to the
Yeah.
home page at the top, instead of members now, those are
it.
your subscribers. I know members used to be right there at the top, but they're your subscribers now. Just go to customize.
All it tells me is how many people subscribe to me. It
Oh
doesn't tell
Lord.
me the number, the
You,
people, the
you
Can you
individuals.
share your screen?
Okay, how about
scroll,
this? Go
scroll
go
down to the
to
bottom.
go
Scroll
to
down to the
no,
bottom.
or you can go to settings, or go to customize channel, go to settings, and go to community.
Okay, I'll
All
try
right.
That's
that.
the long
Y'all
way to do it.
drop down.
Okay.
I'll holler at y'all. It was nice talking to you, ladies.
Appreciate you,
You
Beans.
too,
Be ready
All
to
Cornbread.
sing next time, by the way.
all right.
Hey,
Let me see
Lovejoy.
what's going on with Choctaw. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Please do. Please do. That's your neighbor. We can't
All
have
right.
Choctaw. You know what I'm saying? Beans,
Okay.
thanks for coming up. That was awesome. I
Um,
appreciate you. I thought I was going to get cussed out. I was like, oh, shit.
no. I was like, let me hit this link.
She came up here to cuss me out.
Well, you
No,
too. We were all, she came up here like, boom, pew, pew, pew. I heard a lady
I'm
said.
very open. Unless your name is Pizarro, always expect the best.
I heard this late. I heard
I
this lady over here
know.
had something to say about me. I'm like, oh, and then you too, Envy. I was like, no, blame it on Lovejoy. But thanks for coming up, Beans. I appreciate you.
Oh man, anytime. Thanks for having me.
Anytime,
All
please. You know
right,
the
I look
door
good.
is open.
Yeah, I'll see y'all on the streets.
All right, now go to ZX and get his bulletproof vest and give it to AudioPulp. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, poor
I
child.
know. I poor child. I know. All right, Beans.
Okay.
Yep. My pics are taken from actual photos of me, so it's me. Yeah. No, I know that. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I like it when people do that because you could tell
But
it's them. And I don't mean to I I have my opinion. YTC, don't get mad. But that whatever you got going on with that avatar thing or whatever, it doesn't look like you. I'm not saying I know exactly what you look like. Obviously, you cam up or whatever. I'm just saying that new picture or whatever. The app or whatever didn't do it accurately, in my opinion. But I'm not the only one that said that. But hey, if you love it, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying?
So she
Sarcona's
must
was
more.
somewhere
So she's
else,
much
son.
more beautiful than the avatar, right?
Huh?
You're saying she is much more beautiful than the avatar.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
mm-hmm,
Yes. Her avatar her avatar does not do her justice. She looks much better than her avatar.
mm-hmm.
Well, have you noticed a lot of these avatars are outrageously ugly on purpose?
Let me change
Mm,
my avatar.
I don't typically see an ugly avatar.
Oh,
CC finally
yeah.
box subscribers they don't want. No, I know. Hey, I call bullshit. You know, I went extreme one time and I said, I wish I can block people from being able to watch.
Oh, that's funny. I thought of that.
I mean, which is clearly impossible, but I literally wish I could put like a privacy fence around my channel
Yeah, I thought of
for
that.
certain people.
I definitely thought of that.
Hey,
So you,
Choctaw, Beans typed in the chat. Can you see her? Envy, I love your warped sense of humor. Yeah, I mean, my sense of humor it gets different, but as I start being more comfortable, it'll get crazy. I hate that picture. Lovejoy.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, I'm gonna change it.
Let's see. I would like to see the people that is
You like that
watching.
one better?
that's okay. I like the other one.
I, I don't know. Like it looks like I don't know. You look cool. You-
All right, I
no,
got another
no,
one for
it's
you.
not about the other one. It's not that I don't like the picture. It's just it
That's
takes
what I
up the
like.
whole circle. It's
Animated.
too
It's too animated.
your avatar. Like this picture right here is so cool to me.
But you
I
know
like that one
what?
too.
Tell you the honest God truth, the avatar of me, that is actually me.
Which one is what do you mean?
The
Oh, the one that takes up the whole circle?
the avatar that you see now, that is actually me.
Well, what's the other
That
one
is
that took up
actually
the whole
cool.
circle then?
The one that take up the whole circle, that's me too.
And
So
those
you
look
just got many different looks.
Yeah, I mean it's just a different
That's cool.
hairstyle.
Uh-huh.
That's
That's
me.
cool.
That's
Hi,
me.
me. Hey, me.
right.
What's up?
I'm telling you, I think I would like that picture better if it didn't
And
take up the
that's
whole.
me.
I just don't know about this cigarette. It looks like it looks like you had it looks like you had it in your mouth all night and you haven't even smoked it. It looks like you looks like you left the house with that on there and got back.
Oh my
It was
God.
still there.
Oh my
Sarkonos, so
goodness.
you like that picture. This picture, hey, Sarkonos is a fan of all of your pictures. And I don't know why. Like, I know that's weird, and I know people won't believe me when I say things about individuals, but I love this damn Pixar picture. It's like Sarkonos picture, like, makes you want to make sure that she's okay. Like, check on her. Are you good? Like, she looks like you want to protect her. You know what I mean? A lot of people have those avatars that are like, came up and prove it. Came up and prove
That's a
what?
nice
Me?
compliment.
Huh? Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice
What
compliment.
you look like right now in the moment, I'm skeptical. Hey, listen. Well, Lovejoy said, a cammed up panel, so you'll see her. I can see you, Choctaw. I never had you block. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad it worked out. I am too. I don't need any ladies going, crazy or whatever. Like, literally, I think I'm at like a 80, I don't know, 80 something percent female subscriber rate. Because if it goes below, like if it goes in the 70s, I'm just gonna say something to get the men out of here. Hey, man, don't come here. I don't. The whole purpose of this channel is to entertain the women. I mean, I know it says man code television, but that's a whole nother discussion. I love mature ladies that got something going on for themselves. Let me go get an avatar pic. Let's go. I call bullshit. Hey, and you're gonna change your name, beans and beans and bullshit. Official loves you. You're welcome. Yeah. Sarkonos. Yeah. Anyway, ladies, it's been fantastic. We're at 3 hours and 50 minutes and 15
And
seconds.
14 seconds.
And once again, my leaders, two of my leaders, Soul Sister and the boss, Lovejoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're gonna build upon she said I don't give a
All right, girl. That's what
look,
I'm
look,
talking
look.
about.
She said I don't give a damn. I didn't
He,
expect
he,
that, right?
he said,
I
I
didn't
don't talk it, I walk it. You
you,
go, girl.
you know what the crazy thing is? She does have those glasses on.
Yes, he does.
If you think we can hear you, we can't, but that's cool.
I like that a lot,
I
Lovejoy.
know, I know. Shit. I,
That is
I
so
like it when
cool.
people I like it when people could just boop, you know.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Lovejoy. See, yes, she does look like her. She does look
Yes, she
like her.
does.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an accurate avatar, you know.
That's my girl.
Shout out to NY. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Oh, you know I'm subscribed to you, right, Lovejoy?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Let me see what I'm gonna get us out of here too. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna see what. Let's see. I want to see. Yeah, definitely what Big Briggs and what you natural no makeup. Awesome. Yes, that's how I like them. Unless it's like a
Natural
really. I
makeup.
don't like makeup. I
I
mean,
don't
unless
do
it's like a
makeup.
real like
Do
I don't
not
know.
wear makeup at all. Not
Yeah,
one bit. You will
I
never see me with
put a
no makeup.
little lip gloss on, make sure things are powdered up a little bit, the old school. Because see, I like if I can I dated this one woman that she was in a pinups. She was in a pinups club, and they all went to like the American Legion and stuff like that. They did philanthropy, like the in the community or whatever. But they all lived the life of dressing up like some of them were 50s and some of them were 60s. And I literally dated this woman because she actually did it. She didn't just dress up like that. She was like, she would do 50s and then she would do 60s sometimes. It was really cool. It's very interesting. With the long cigarette and all that whole get out with the hair and the curls and craziness. But
I
Mm-hmm.
hey,
want outfits like the hippies. That's all I want. I want the long flowing skirts and the short tops and the hats. That's what I want.
natural, no makeup. She said, I wear it, but it takes me 5 minutes to apply. Oh, good.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't like what I mean by makeup. It's not that I hate makeup. I just hate it when people do
You mean the dramatic
craziness,
look?
like when their eyeshadow starts like red, blue, green, and then the eyebrows. I'm like, golly. I mean, that's gonna get all over my shirt, all over my pillows. Like,
Mm-mm.
what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
No, no
Well,
makeup
you don't
here.
date them. You just look at them.
All natural.
Yeah, let's see. It just looks like you're doing too much if you put too much makeup on. Like, I mean, why are you
Exactly.
covering your face? I don't get it. Like,
Right.
what
But
it
art,
just it kind of goes against like self-assurance, confidence, like all that stuff. That's just my opinion. I don't think that there's a need to cover yourself up. I mean, but that's just me. All right, ladies. Well, let's get up out of here because I'm gonna go listen to the Hood Table and Big Rigs. I don't know what. Let me see what they're talking about today. Let's go on a field trip real quick. Let me share screen. Let's go on a field trip real quick. What is their topic? Hold up. Here we are. Big Rigs. Wait. Here we go. Boop. Oh, they're already on. Cool. So this is what they're
No.
talking about, basically.
And I've been in a situation, not me personally, but I've been
It
in a
looks
situation
like
where a guy
it's
had
gonna
cheated on
be
me
from the
and
block
he
to
was
the hood
drunk.
table. Is it
He was
okay for
hanging
your
out with his
partner to
friends, he
have
was
new
drunk,
friends of
and
the
that was the
opposite
excuse.
sex? That is their title. That'll be a Big Rig show. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over there, and hopefully you ladies stop by. Official Lovejoy, the boss, and Soul Sister, the woman that is gonna be gone in about 2 weeks. So make sure that you take a look at her and talk to her much because ZX is allegedly gonna whisk her off her feet and never allow her to come back to Envy's platform. Did you hear me, Soul Sister? She must not be listening to me, Lovejoy, because she'd probably be saying something to me like, shut up.
I heard you.
Stop it. You're dropped. Oh, because she dropped. Like it just her avatar's up here, but she dropped. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, sister, well, we'll see you over here. And Lovejoy, I appreciate you. I'll see you
All
at
right.
Riggs. I'm not saying you're gonna sit over there all night, but just stop through, wave your hand or whatever. And
Always. Always.
all right. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you. I'll be here tomorrow at 7. You know it.
All right, love.
All right, now I appreciate your support. You're fantastic. And did you get the links to Red Phone Booth and Apache Cafe?
I did, and I will see you in 2 weeks, and I'll see you my itinerary.
That's wonderful. I really do appreciate it.
All right, babe.
Good night.
Okay, good night.
And I ain't gotta say a damn thing. But girl, I'm trying to get you. Cause someone who knows how to ride can take different positions. Now you screaming up and down we go. That's right, I never met the type of girl that's quite like you. Keep it on the low. And I can give more than the girl, it's true. But I only did one time, yeah.
Let me get away from I call bullshit. Leave me alone. Hey, soul sister, are you okay? Did you mean to I'm dropped, but I will come. Oh, over to the show. Okay. Well, I just didn't want you to be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Are you okay? All right. Let me look at something real quick. But hey, yeah, hey, I call bullshit. Leave me alone. Hey, Soul Sister, did you see that I said that you're going to be whisked off your feet within a couple weeks? But I don't believe that at all whatsoever, ma'am. ZX, I'm sorry. She's here. She's here. She is in the clubhouse and the door is closed. There's only one way in and one way out. All right, y'all. I appreciate you being here. NV is up out of here.